dealing with some of the pains of the first seasons or the previous seasons just to get to the next one because they do such a good job.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's a weird,
but not when there's just the first season that kind of sucks us out. I'm like, I don't even want to finish this. But now, okay, the second season's good. Okay, now I'll go back and deal with it.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time show. I watched maybe the first 2 seasons, and I actually liked
the first 2 seasons are the only good ones. First 2 are the only good. It goes downhill from there.
And then I quit watching it, and my wife watched every season after that. So I just couldn't watch it.
My wife's been going through.
You're real soft, Maraba.
So we're finishing season 6 now. We're almost over halfway through, and then there's only 1 season left of that, and it's done. And it's like, okay, good, thank God.
And we still have the sultry tones of Caleb.
What? Do I sound funny now? Or
I thought he sounded fine.
You sound like you did last time. It's not that you sound different.
Yeah,
it's just your mic is different from what it was before you got the new one.
I should be louder now, maybe?
I need to turn you up.
You sound fine to me. So I sound funny?
You sound fine. It's just I can tell the difference in the microphones.
Well, when I try using my headset microphone with Streamlabs, it never works out. So I've got to go to the Blue Yeti. All right. Well, I think we're all here now. So, and last time we ended up in the Redstone Guild Hall with everything going on. There was a little bit of sort of downtime shenanigans where Maraba was talking to some people. So it's been about an hour since all that has happened. So it's about 7 o'clock at night now. Everybody all the people on the tables are now stabilized. So they're no longer fearing, imminent death, but there are still wounded and they're still being tended to.
So the red dots are wounded, but not imminently going to die.
Exactly. Yeah. And the people on the tables are like, they were bleeding out. They were really injured. But everybody with a red dot on them has been injured in some way.
Okay.
Anybody that did not follow along before, I kind of put 2 and 2 together that today is the day that the next event is supposed to happen.
Yep. Well, before that happens, just asking on behalf of, I'm sure, probably Maraba or Maximus are, more money-oriented people. Did anyone bother to get the wyvern head out of my backpack and get the reward?
We've turned it in yet? No.
Yeah, that has not happened yet. Yep.
Okay. Does anyone want to get the wyvern head out of my backpack?
I'm going to ask if we could do that on the post thing, but then y'all started talking about the event was happening today, so I didn't think we'd be able to.
Yeah, but let's not have a wyvern head while we go off.
Can we just pull it over to the quest board and does it magically suck into Caleb?
No, the quest that you got for the wyvern head said that you had to return it to the royal palace.
Aww. Well, where's the event happening? The event happening at the royal palace? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone?
I think we need to probably go to the docks first, is my hunch.
Okay.
Right? There's the new quest about the guards missing from the docks that happened the same day as the temple blowing up, or the old tower blowing up, the spire.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and that guy that said the quest for the merchant that something was missing of his. I wonder if we should talk to him first. I bet you it's tied in with those guards missing.
Well, so also, is the toy shop in Market Square?
Yes, it would be. Yep.
Okay, so we have a lead at the toy store. So basically, from the Redstone Guard headquarters, the Royal Palace is on the way, then Market Square, then the docks. That seems right. I think my wife is doing light cleaning behind me.
Looks like a good plan to me, then.
All right, so you're going to plan to go to the Royal Palace and then Market Square and then the docks. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. If, if that's what fearless leader is deciding.
As I said, do we have to pick up the quest from the quest board, or do we just go talk to the individuals? How does that work?
You can grab the flyer off the quest board that officially puts you on the quest.
So we'll grab both of them.
Did we get a rest at some point before we came back? Last combat, I don't even remember.
Yeah, 'cause we were traveling, weren't we?
Yeah, you were traveling. I think you had a fight that day, but yeah, I'll just say you guys can go ahead and have it. You're all rested up. You're full rest. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because a number of us leveled up too.
Yeah, if you made 6 after the last session, you would be 6 now. Yep. Okay, so you end up going to the royal palace. It's a little late at night, but you show them the wyvern quest. You show the palace guards the flyer and then the head in your backpack. They're aware, that this is an official quest, and so they bring you in the royal palace. Now, what it is it's this. There's like curtain walls surrounding the royal palace. There's like a big courtyard. And then they bring you into the actual keep itself. And they say, wait here for a moment. And after a couple of moments, like a chamberlain comes in and goes, yes, can I have your name so that I can properly announce you to the king?
What now?
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to be introduced to the king. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Start with you,
Yellow.
the leader. Hello.
Say Maximus is theoretically in charge. All you, sir.
Wait, I thought we
And
decided. I thought we decided Maraba was.
Am I in charge? I have the charisma, but
Isn't that what we decided at the first?
whatever, that's fine.
All right, so you give them your names, though?
Yeah, and the name of
yeah.
our adventuring party, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, the guards show you through the palace. You make your way to the royal audience chamber, and sitting upon the throne is King Angus Fitzgerald himself. Beside him is a very pregnant wife, Eliza, and his younger brother, Ulysses. Reclined on the couches in the corner of the room is a half-lion, half-human female dressed in desert clothing. She is introduced to you as Ambassador Ephosa from the Kingdom of Brecconary across the Narran Sea.
Bow. Well, is there an etiquette check there? I'm assuming we bow.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You can bow and you don't need any check. That's fine. Yeah.
And to the ambassador.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very, very good. So,
Do we know,
less deep than to.
do we know anything about the ambassador and their land and who they are? And why
yeah, kind of like Game of Thrones. Brecconary is across the Narran Sea, and it's mostly like a desert kind of country. So it's a lot of deserts and sort of grasslands. Do
I need a history check here?
No, this is common. This is common knowledge. That's where the original humans from the original humans on Carpathia actually came over from that continent. But now it is it's still ruled by humans and other demi-humans, and this ambassador seems to be obviously not human, and Brecconary has sort of lost touch with Trillian over the years, and so in fact the Brecconary's their ship is actually in the Trellwind harbor right now. It's this one here, and so they are here basically negotiating alliance terms and trade negotiations.
My character is not too bright, so I want to whisper to Maraba, can I go pet the pretty kitty?
No.
So everybody make a perception check.
Oh my god!
18 for me.
I rolled a freaking 17 with a -1.
So everybody who got over a 15 will notice the queen sort of playing with her hair as the king is talking with you. And you notice that she has she's supposed to be human, but she has slightly elongated ears. And that would seem to be like elven ears almost, instead of like a human ear.
She's a witch.
And she is very, 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 very pregnant. Like, do any day now.
Hang tight. Maraba,
Yes.
who is the... You're the shapeshifter, right?
Yes, but that's not common knowledge.
No. But it's to us it is. Right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. What languages do you have?
Elven, common, thieves can't, undercommon.
He looks Elvish. I don't want to speak to you in Elvish, but I was hoping for something.
Okay. So the king asks you, so Redstone adventurers, you were the ones who slain the wyvern that was accosting the northern woods?
We did. We slayed it on the way for other guild business that happened to be on our way, so it worked out well.
And do you have the trophy with you now?
I opened my arm to our lovely wizard with the haversack.
Yeah, I put the knapsack down and gently remove the wyvern head.
Okay. So he gets like really excited and kind of stands up and like moves forward. And he's like, oh, fascinating. Can you bring it forward, please? You also notice the queen slightly lick her lips.
Is there any sort of check that I can make there?
Dragon
That's not normal, but I mean, certainly I'm like, certainly, sir.
That's good.
Or certainly, Your Majesty, right? Not. But that does not seem normal, especially since she's supposed to be human, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say we bring it up all the way to the steps, and I'm gonna be very carefully watching her.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Would an insight roll be the right roll here?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to make an insight roll. Yeah.
What about?
This is out of character, but I want to ask. I could try to use Hunter Sense. It says that it gives me their vulnerables resistance, but it also says what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic. So if she's not what she seems to be, I'd be able to tell.
And I rolled an 18 for an insight to go along with that.
Can I make an Arcana check here?
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Or not?
So would you want me to use that Hunter Sense or?
Yeah, it's worth a shot. See what you can find out.
Well, Quentin, you are getting like illusion magical auras off of all three of them. There's definitely a strong magical presence among all three of them. Algrim.
What about Aphosia?
No, there's nothing coming off of her.
Oh, do we know what race she is?
Ephusia?
Yeah, you said she's half lion, half.
She's a Lamia.
Oh, Lamia. Do they speak? Is there a knowledge, any sort of history check or kind of check to know?
Like
they speak any?
What languages they? I mean, you heard her speak Common when you addressed her. Yeah, if you want to make like a history check, if they speak anything else. They are proficient in a number of languages. Abyssal, Infernal, Common, Elven. I mean, most of the regular humanoid languages, but they also know like in Abyssal and Infernal.
Did I pick up anything with hunter sense or?
You get kind of a weird blip off of her, but you can't. You can tell that she's being protected from like divination. So you can tell there's something not right about her, but that she is being magically protected from abilities like this.
I have an 18 on an insight rolled at the moment too.
Okay, yeah, she sort of licked her lips when the head came out. She kind of quickly, covered her ears and put her hands to her belly.
I'm gonna help Quentin bring up the head.
Okay. So the palace guards actually come down and they grab it from you and they bring it up to the king, and the king's looking over it like, "Ooh, fascinating. This will be wonderful on our bedroom wall, dear." And then she is just kind of nodding like, "Yep."
Whenever we handed it to the guards, I wanted to say careful, but say it accidentally in Elven first before I repeated it in Common and watch her the entire time.
Elvin, you said?
Yep.
It doesn't look like she perked up at that at all. Okay, so the king grabs the thing, is very pleased. He kind of goes back to his chair and is sitting with it in his lap. And he just sort of half-heartedly kind of waves over at his brother. "Ulysses, pay them." And, it's like he's almost done with you guys. And Ulysses just sort of sighs and walks forward and says, "The king thanks Redstone Guards for your service." And he hands you a pouch of gold a pouch with 1,000 gold in it.
I'll let Maraba take it and bow and say, "Thank you, Your Highness." Forget which one is Prince versus King.
The guy on the throne is the king, and
No. I forget which Highness versus Majesty. I think Your Majesty is the King, and Your Highness is Prince or
I
the
think
Lord.
you're correct, yeah. We would probably know if we were British.
Yes.
So yeah, the king kind of seems like he's done with you, and like I said, Ulysses basically says, "Thank you for your service," and then he kind of like nods towards the door.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the king, say, "I have some other matters to discuss with your staff. Perhaps you're someone high up in your current guard force, but I don't need to trouble you or the queen with this issue. Is there anyone else we could perhaps discuss these minor issues with before we go?"
Yes, Ulysses can take care of that. Come, my dear, we must find a spot for this in the bedchamber. And so Ulysses says, if you would like to talk in private, you may come to one of the audience chambers. The king is rather indisposed at the moment.
I'm gonna look over at Maraba, see if I can get his attention. Subtly shake my head no.
I don't think this is anything for your likes, your highness or your majesty, whichever one we decided is correct. Someone from your typical guard force, perhaps a captain or a commander if they're free. I can roll a persuasion check, maybe?
Oh, well, he doesn't seem that interested in doing this either. He's like, fine, you can speak with Captain Mecklin. That's fine. Whatever. And he just kind of goes back and, whispers to this guy. This guy comes forward and I am Captain Mecklin. You wish to, you have a concern with the Trillion government?
Yeah, I believe we have the king's permission to use one of the private audience chambers. Perhaps could we discuss this there?
Yeah, that's fine. And so he leads you. I don't have a map, but he leads you to a different chamber.
Well, wait, I was not leaving.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
I say, I address the ambassador. I say, Ambassador may I approach?
Ooh, yes. Come forward. You are quite the specimen.
I'm gonna be eaten, guys. It's nice knowing you.
Just don't get any dragon tattoos.
Yeah. I give a slight bow and say, with all of that's been going on with the bone wastes and the monsters pouring out, we are heading to the docks in a short while. Is there anything we can check on for you along the way?
Oh, you wish to be an errand runner for the Kingdom of Brecconary. How very noble of you, sir. Yes, these couches and these chairs do not fit ones of my stature. If you would like to be of service to the Kingdom of Brecconary, then please go and retrieve my personal lounging sofa, if you please. I have much to discuss with the king, and these here are just inadequate for me.
Speaking of the king, have you had much dealing with him over a period of time?
Oh, we have been in conference now for a few days, yes.
Have you noticed anything odd over the last few days?
Odd? Well, he is, as odd as one can be for a human.
Fair. We are quite odd. Okay. Just checking. With all of the trouble outside of the kingdom, just wanted to make sure everything was okay here.
Oh, trouble? I was not aware.
And the bone waste.
Oh, you mean yes, I'm sure the Trillian government will handle that. She doesn't seem to be aware at all of even what has happened.
Yeah, that's sort of what I figured. Okay.
I could try talking to her in Abyssal.
Well, I mean, okay.
Just ask her.
I'm going to wander off with, Maraba to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I ask her if she's, in Abyssal, if she has noticed the queen is not exactly what she pretends to be.
It is my awareness that human females do act rather irrationally when they are with child. They get certain cravings. She has asked for quite a number of different foods, but I don't see any cause for alarm.
I'll just leave it at that.
Was it known the queen was pregnant before?
Yes, I mean she's like any day now she's about to pop.
Is it just out of curiosity from, I don't know, an Arcana check or anything else? Is there any sort of pregnancy that could turn a human into like half elven or part Sylvan or anything? Like, let's say if it wasn't the king's, for instance.
I don't know if you would be able to know. If you want to make an Arcana check, go ahead.
There it is. It's like, where's the thing? Nope.
It might be more of a nature check.
Yeah, the only thing you can really think of would be like a slotty, but that's not really a pregnancy. That's more of a alien type thing.
Yeah. Stupid slots. Anyway, I'm going with Maraba wherever he's going with the guards to keep him out of trouble for when he eventually gets into it.
All right. So Captain Mecklin leads you to a different side chamber and asks, so what business do you have with the palace guards?
And this guy didn't show up on the Arcana check of, illusions being everywhere.
No.
I'm gonna, I guess, shut the door and put myself between the door and him, and not in a threatening way, but keep myself between him and the door and ask. First, I must ask you, Captain, is there anything amiss in the palace recently?
Amiss in the what? I didn't hear that.
In the palace.
In the palace.
Amiss? Well, the palace has been quite lively lately with the expecting of the child. That's unusual. The queen has been calling for all sorts of different food items and getting the nursery ready and all that, and has been. She doesn't have enough handmaidens, and so she's been using the palace guards. It's been quite chaotic, but nothing out of the ordinary or suspicious, I would say.
Can you tell me more about the Queen's requests that she's having the guards help with, if I may ask?
Oh, mostly moving furniture around, changing. She's changing up different handmaidens' rooms from day to day. She has a fiery temper and will release them from their service one day and then be angry when they're not around the next. She's doing all sorts of redecorating. She's asking for she's commissioned all sorts of like portraits and paintings and stucco on the walls. It's there's a lot of changes going on, interior decorating, if you might say.
Ask them if anybody's gone missing recently.
None of the palace guards have gone missing. I heard that the city guard has had a few people gone missing, but none of the palace guards have.
I believe we're going to check in on that later and see if we can't help the local guard along their way there.
I meant like maids or cooking staff or anybody like that.
Well, it's almost impossible to tell since the queen just goes off on her tantrums and we have new staff daily. We have people leaving daily. It's hard to keep track of them all.
You had mentioned she's been asking for a number of foods. Do you share what she's been craving during this pregnancy?
Oh, just odd things that one of a regal status would not normally eat. Cow's tongues and lizard man flesh and just exotic things.
It's an interesting question. What sort of check would it be for why someone would eat a wyvern head?
Yeah, or what creatures would like that list of things that were just listed?
Culinary check.
Yeah.
Give me a nature check, actually.
Ooh, I can do that.
So no arcana, just nature.
I could do nature too.
Ooh, mine sucked.
Hey!
Quentin nailed it.
Look at you, buddy.
Lycanthropes consider wyverns a
Damn it!
delicacy.
Oh, shit.
That explains the pointed ears, too. Aww.
I'm going to ask the guard, I guess, because I don't know now what Quentin knows. How long ago did some of these cravings seem to really start to show amongst the staff?
And just out of curiosity, just to tack on to that question, was it perhaps at the most recent full moon? I'll say pointedly.
I'm going to do a GM roll.
I almost took werewolves as one of my favorite enemies.
Well, now don't you wish you did?
Now that you mention it, yes. It did seem as if the full moon did bring out quite a few of these cravings, yes.
Crap.
Captain, you're a
I start slowly face palming, just
yeah.
out of focus from Maraba asking questions.
I'm going to assume whenever Quentin asks that question, my character has a fairly good idea as well then what's going on. Or would that not be true?
You know your character more than I do, so I'll let you make that call.
Quentin, I'm looking at you, seeing, kind of giving you the hint to take the next step, because I don't fully understand what you're saying yet, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just trying. Has there been any sort of incidents of animal attacks, either on hunts that the king's brother or the king have gone out on, or in the palace itself?
Make a persuasion roll.
Bad.
You got lucky. He kind of raises an eyebrow and he looks at you and says, "I think you know a little more than you're leading on, sir. But yes, we have found in random spots around the palace bones of like dog-like animals with the marrow sucked out of it."
Captain, you're a loyal.
Well, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna put my hand on Maraba's arm, and I'm gonna say, I could just tell him what I suspect, and it may get us all thrown in the stocks. But I do believe this man to be a loyal soldier of the kingdom. It's up to you.
I'm gonna say go ahead, and I'm gonna look to him kind of with a sense of trust, I guess. Try to convey that to the guard.
Yeah. Say, I don't know how, but I have reason to suspect that the royal family may be infected with lycanthropy or some form of were animal. We would commonly know werewolves, but it does not have to be.
Pigs.
So he kind of looks at you and sighs and then reaches into his coin pouch and starts counting gold. And he says, "Who got to you? Was it Lord Tuck?" This is a shakedown, is this not? How much will it take? 50, 100?
This is no shakedown. We are concerned for their well-being. How long has this been going on? Is this not a recent transgression?
Now, just to be clear, we have no knowledge or history of lycanthropes running the kingdom, correct?
No, none at all.
Okay, just checking. I just want to make sure we're like, yes, absolutely, this is a shakedown. No.
So Lord Tuck did not send you? Perhaps it was Lord Keffin.
I don't have with any of the people. We legitimately completed a task on behalf of the kingdom, and we are now concerned for the state of the kingdom.
I am going to note those two people, though, for us
Yeah.
to investigate later, because they knew clearly if the guard is asking and knows.
Well, he kind of winks at you and goes, I see. And he goes, well, then, allow me to give you this as a bonus for your fine reward. And just know that the kingdom is well underhand. And he hands you 100 gold coins.
I really think we should just cut our losses.
Yeah, I'm with him. I think we've done about as much. So, Lamias don't. There's no interaction between Lamias and lycanthropes, is there?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. Check to make on that. But I'm just wondering if this is a plot from the other kingdom. Although she did tell us to go check on her boat, so. But yes, I definitely think that we've achieved all we can with this card.
And we've certainly learned something, yeah.
I have a question. Lycanthropes here are not supernatural. It's just a disease, right?
They are also supernatural.
Yeah, it's like a magical disease. Yes.
It's like a magical curse, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's like a curse.
Yeah, I think you can actually remove curses, but I don't think you can see it. Although I'll have to research that later.
Yeah, 5e
right this red hot second.
5e is it's not as bad as it was in other editions where I think it is just a remove curse unless the DM wants to add a little flavor to it. Yep. All right.
But yes, because we can all be executed at the moment's notice. Let us cut our law.
All right. Well, they show you out of the royal palace. You do notice that there is it doesn't seem like there's as many palace guards as you would expect. The only thing that you can attribute to that is perhaps they are helping with the wounded at Fort Runesword, but there's a significantly less guard presence in the palace at the moment as they show you out.
Oh, hold on. How does this work? Oh, damn it. Only 120. We are further than 120 feet from... What's it called, right? The guild hall from the royal palace.
Yeah. You can. You're about 4,000 feet away.
Yeah.
So it's about 8 o'clock now
In the morning?
at night.
At night, yeah.
How do I pull up spells on my sheet without putting it into the... If I'm on D&D Beyond, if I don't want to click cast, but I want to research what the spell is.
You can just click spells and just click on the spell
Oh,
word.
hey, perfect.
And did you say you were going to Market Square next?
Yes.
Yeah. Hang on just a second. On the way out, I'm assuming the further from the royal keep, kind of the more junior the guards get along the way.
The more what?
The more junior the guards get, kind of the greener they are.
Yeah, I would say they probably look younger. Yep.
So, whenever we're like on like the total, not quite outside, but still kind of within the walls, can I kind of find one that's maybe off to himself and ask, what's the general state here at the keep? We've just recently talked to the queen and king, and they seem to be in good health. Say it very, very, I guess, friendly and jovial.
And we're the ones that killed the
somebody who
wyvern
knows what
for
he's
you.
doing.
Oh, you're from Redstone. Yes. You're starting to realize that you guys are kind of like minor celebrities.
Yeah, I was gonna say reputation has its perks. We just walked in with a wyvern head.
Yeah. Were you amongst those who went to the bone wastes? I hear some terrible things happened there.
We were not. We killed a wyvern, though.
That is impressive, but I'm concerned about my fellow guards. Lots of them have gone to help out at Fort Runestone to help the wounded. So we are a little understaffed here.
Yes, and we are going to check on that as well. We've heard that the guard is short-staffed, so we're checking down at Market Square and the docks before we head back to the guard post.
Was there a certain rank of guards that were all sent, or was it just a little bit of whoever was free?
It was the 3rd Battalion. They're I wouldn't say they're new, but they're not as elite as the as elite as and he's like really stuttering and he's kind of nervous and he's like as the Royal Battalion. That's who's mostly left behind. I myself, he's very proud. He goes, I scored the highest ranking on the longsword, and I am very fortunate enough to be attached to the Royal Battalion.
So it's just the Royal Battalion that is left. You'll have to do a good job of defending the keep, then, young soldier.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's good enough to know for now. Then I guess we can move on to the square as what we were doing before.
Okay, and so what are you looking for at the square?
The silk merchant that had
Well, also the toy shop.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, well, you can find the Lucky Rainbow toy shop easy enough, and the actual the guy there is he's actually kind of working late at his stand. Angelo.
Is there anyone else around, or is it just him?
I mean, there's some people kind of wandering through Market Square. There's a couple of stalls open, but it's not busy like it would be at midday.
Is there some dark place that I could duck into?
Yeah, I mean, you can if you walk right up to a stall. There's really nobody around within like listening distance.
I'm going to tell everybody else to go over to a different stall, and I'm going to try something.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to duck into the darkest little corner I can find.
Okay.
And I'm going.
I'm gonna look for I'm gonna look for street food because hungry.
And I'm going to shapeshift into the form of the female that was in the transmission that we saw, and then shapeshift my armor into those deep robes too, so I'm pretty obscured.
Okay.
And then approach the stall.
Okay. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello, miss. Is there something I can help you with? I was just about to close up."
I am in need of more cards. I believe you know what I am asking for.
Oh, well, I sell plenty of decks of cards. Here I've just made a fresh batch today, and he pulls out a deck of cards that looks exactly like what you're looking for. And he says, "Yeah, that'll be 25 silver, please."
What check would I make to see if this is just like an everyday occurrence with a customer and like he doesn't recognize who I am at
Insight. Yeah.
all? Okay, I'll roll that. 13.
Yeah, you're pretty sure this is how he would just act to any other normal customer.
I will pay the silver and go back to a darkest corner I can find and carry on.
Hold on, I forgot. Before we do this, how do I journal party notes?
I already added the gold that we got so far, but yeah.
Okay, because that's supposed to be my job, right?
Hey,
I think I
Marava,
did it last week, so I just started doing it tonight too.
Okay.
So.
Marava, wasn't the person who had the cards, wasn't the guy in the top hat? Not the woman?
That's true. It's too late now, though. I already tried with who the master would be, and I guess it wouldn't make much sense if they were there to themselves and the public to do it in hindsight. But so then I'm gonna just kind of walk away, and then I'm gonna gesture to everybody else that they can kind of go try something else, and then I'm gonna go get some food myself, since my way of doing this struck out completely, and I'm gonna go back to my true self,
Okay.
or the form I usually have on, I should say.
Okay.
Do you want to hand off the cards you got to me?
Yeah, sure.
Say, can I compare the card we have to the deck of cards?
They're exactly the same.
I mean, the Arcana checks previously didn't determine anything, right?
Yeah, you know they're not magical. Yeah.
So either it's something in the cards. Huh. Everyone's getting beer. I heard wine. So, oh, okay. I know. I'll go up to Angela. It's Angela.
Yes.
Yeah. Say, sir, I just saw you sold the most wonderful deck of cards. So I am somewhat of a street performer myself. I'll pull out my deck of cards, not my own personal, not his cards,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll start doing some just general sleight of hand tricks with the cards. Say, yours seem even better than this deck of cards. Is there some special technique or materials you use in your cards, like different fiber or other things to make them more supple?
Ooh, I take pride in the work in the craftsmanship of my cards. Yes, they sell very well, and I usually can sell about 10 packs a week. And he brings you behind the stall, and he shows you some very fine like paper from the Quick Sloth jungle, and says, "I have this imported every week from Jeridim, who travels to the Quick Sloth forests usually once a month. But yeah, you can't get this type of papyrus around here. That's what gives them that crisp feel."
Do I know anything about the Quicksloth forest and/or paper therein?
It's a jungle to the south. That's lizard. It's mostly inhabited by lizardmen.
Okay. And there's nothing inherently, and we haven't run into lizardmen in the north.
No.
That was not part of the group.
Nope.
It was orcs and goblin, goblin thrower.
And demons. Let's not forget the demons.
I'm gonna walk up with my food now. I'm just gonna be eating my food and generally listening, but not talking.
Yeah. So the sloth. It's fascinating. So, do you think? And I'll show them just generally the types of tricks that I do. Do you think that the decks that you sell would be better for these types of street performance than this particular deck, or do you have any other uses for the cards that you sell?
Oh, I sell my cards to all comers. Tavern owners are usually the ones who buy my cards, but yes, the crispness of them will keep them from bending quite a bit. And you can tell that he's really kind of just put on a salesman act. It really wouldn't have mattered what you said to him. He just wants to sell another deck of cards.
And that do you have someone who more often buys the cards than not? I figure I might go to them for recommendation. If I can find out, get a better sense of how they perform, out in the real world, maybe I can incorporate them into my street act and then do a sold by Angelo as part of my act.
Well, if you're looking for cards, I would recommend your own guildmaster Bacchus. He's bought in a few decks of cards for me.
Okay.
You've probably used them in your guild hall.
Possibly. They tend not to let me gamble with them before I start doing card tricks, obvious reasons.
Ask him if he sells them to that Diamond Casino that we're supposed to. I think it was Diamond Casino, wasn't it?
The Diamond Globe Casino, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Diamond Globe Casino.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm afraid I make other wares, and he shows you like all the toys, and the Diamond Globe is a very luxurious casino. I believe they have their own supplier of cards.
Yeah.
So this is like walking into Joe's toy shop asking if he sells cards to the Luxor. It's
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll inquire with Bacchus, and I'll possibly come back and see about buying a couple of decks.
okay.
The other question is, how do you know that we were part of the Redstone Guard when we didn't even
Aren't we
tell?
wearing
We all
uniforms?
have the necklace and
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be hidden under your shirt, though, wouldn't it? I mean,
Not
Well, you
really.
guys are minor
Not
celebrities.
town,
People
right?
recognize you by
Yeah.
face,
I forgot we're celebrities. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't count that as odd. If we run out into the forest and we run into that woman again, I think we killed her, right? But like if she's like, "Hey, Redstone," I'm like, yeah, no.
And I don't wear much of a shirt, so the necklace is probably hanging out in full sight. So just say it.
just like your little character token. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, I'm good with
Yep.
My part.
think
I don't know
he
where-
knows much of anything there. Yeah. So
The next person is that silk merchant who put up the
Yep.
quest.
try to catch them before they close up.
Yep, he is also at his stall as well. And he sells various different types of like uncut cloth.
I guess Perhaps we would approach and say, "Hello, friend. We hear you have had some trouble recently," and I would pull out the quest paper.
Oh,
Wow.
yes, Redstone has taken my quest. Very, very good. Yes, yes. A few days ago, one of my dear sentimental, my father gave me this item. It was a hat. That's very dear to me. It happened the afternoon that the everyone marched out of town. I swear I set it right over there, and he kind of points to like a chair, and then the next minute both the hat and the hat box were gone.
Can you tell us about the hat? That would be important to our task if we were to find it.
Well, it's like a top hat, kind of a floppy top hat. It's not much to look at. It's something a commoner might wear, but yeah, like I said, it's very dear to me. My father gave it to me.
Insight check to see if I can see if he's hiding something here.
Sure.
Natural 20.
Yeah, he's hiding something.
How much was the quest reward for?
300.
300 gold for a simple top hat, huh? And I'm just gonna give him that knowing look. Do you have anything?
I'll say to him, and I'll say to him so he can keep an eye on him. What? Can you pull a rabbit out of it or something?
I forgot I do have the spell Zone of Truth.
He kind of sighs and says, "All right, well, I'll put it to you this way. What do you think is more valuable to the Redstone? Is my $300 gold reward more valuable to you, or is reporting a minor crime more valuable to you?"
For the moment, you telling me the truth about what you're really trying to get back is most valuable to us.
All right. It's a hat of disguise, and I know they're illegal, but that's what it is. And I swear I don't use it for anything nefarious. I use it when I go visit the lizard men, because the lizard men do not trust humans, and I make myself look like a lizard man. But that's what it is.
And this is the guy that gets the paper too. The other guy.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So it's like, I will say that does jibe with Angelo's story.
Wasn't the dude that we killed in the bottom of that pit wearing a top hat?
He was, yeah. It was a very fancy top hat, not like what this guy's describing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us more about who may have been around your stall the day that it disappeared? I know there was lots of commotion in the city that day.
Yeah, it was the morning of the market. And let me make a roll. You know who I saw, and I don't want to make presumptions, but let me get the name right here. I saw Dalen and his friend, and Dalen is the son of Genevieve, and Genevieve's a well-known candy maker and seamstress in Old Town. I saw Dalen and his buddy hanging around my stall that morning. I know Dalen's a good kid. I don't think he would do something like that, but there it is.
Do we know who these people are?
You've heard of Genevieve. She is a seamstress. She kind of does repairs on clothing, and she makes candy in Old Town.
Okay. But we don't know who Dalen.
Dalen's her son.
Her son.
Oh, all right.
And her son's friend, yeah, which is on the way to this boat, maybe the harbor too. So maybe kind of
What? Why were we going to the harbor again? Just in general?
That's where the
What'd you
guards
miss?
went missing for the other quest that we picked up, which happened the day the tower exploded as well. So
Okay.
everything's kind
Didn't
of.
we just
back
get
on
also
pace.
get asked to? Didn't we just get asked to carry the sofa from?
We
the
did, but
Melania?
I just couldn't remember why we were going in the first place.
Oh, originally, yeah.
Okay. Jardim, just also a question. May sound odd. There's nothing odd about the paper you pick up for Angelo from the sloth trees, or from the trees in the sloth forest, is there?
Other than it being bamboo, not that I can think of.
The sloth trees. No, okay. I was just curious.
Is there anything else that you are tasked to bring back with, as small as it may seem, that's outside of those items?
I am asked to bring back lots of exotic items for many people. Nothing out of the ordinary, usually fruit and ink and different things like that. Lots of people, because I make the trek regularly.
Have you ever been asked to bring anything on behalf of the palace?
Heavens, no. No, they wouldn't speak to a commoner like me.
Okay.
What about perhaps on behalf of a member of the Royal Guard who stopped by after hours?
No, the Royal Guard never comes down here in uniform. It's the City Guard manages the Market Square. I've had plenty of interactions with the City Guard, but never with the Royal Guards.
Okay. The one thing I will ask you this, and then we will be on our way and see what we can find. Clearly, someone knew you had this hat. Do you have any members of your party who you went with who may have also known about this hat and its use?
I often will hire bodyguards. Yes, but most of the adventuring guilds ask for a higher price than what I can offer, and so I'm ashamed to say I have hired in the past some of the Cobra Saints to be bodyguards.
Do we know who that is?
Cobra Saints, like the local thieves guild.
So I would very much know who that is then. All right. We ready to move on from him, guys? Do we have?
Yep.
Yeah, we got that on it.
Okay.
Okay, it's probably about 10 o'clock now.
When you say the docks, which dock are we supposed to go to? For the guards.
The Brecconary's ship is down here. The name of that ship is actually
No, I meant like for the quest for the dock guards who went missing.
they were found near Old Town. Or that's where they were missing, was near Old Town.
Yeah, so we've got lots of reason to go south. Before we leave the square, is there a local tavern or bar where the Thieves Guild would be operating out of that I would know since I'm a rogue?
There's the Lucky Cauldron that's kind of down in Old Town. That's where they tend to operate. That's kind of on this corner here.
All right, we've got lots of reasons to head to Old Town. Then let's head to there.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you over to another map here.
I'm also going to break the golden rule, and I'm going to split the party, and I'm going to go to the bar by myself and have them go find the candy lady, I guess.
Well, so just before we split, I'm going to explain to everyone about the lycanthropy in the palace. So, if that's a thing, we need to all, be cautious.
Is there anything we should be carrying on ourselves to help protect us? You would know.
I'm not particularly up on lycanthropy. I'd probably turn that over to our resident ranger.
These guys are doing way too much investigation.
Asked if I'm a monster slayer, and it's supernatural. Wouldn't I have some knowledge of them?
I mean, or nature check, probably.
Yeah.
We have a druid who'd be good at the nature check too.
What?
Druid? It's a non-combat role, so you should do well.
Nope.
Yeah.
You thought wrong. Oh,
there you
go.
Better than
Even
me.
worse.
Yeah, see, I could only identify the lycanthropy. I can't tell you what to do with it.
I've had deals with them before. I hate them.
One thing I could never stomach about Santa Clara. All the damn werewolves.
All the damn werewolves.
All right. Well, whoever's arriving at the docks can arrive at the docks.
So basically, just for lycanthropy, is it basically just silver and magic weapons?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, these guys rolled. I don't know what.
Yeah. Sorry, I was prepping some other stuff.
It's fine.
Yes, they are damage resistant to normal weapons, so you can hurt them with normal weapons, but you're just not going to do as much. And at least let me make sure on that. Oh no, they're immune. So yeah, the only way to hurt them, is magic and silvered weapons. Yep.
So, theoretically, if we know we're going to be going into a scenario against lycanthropes, I can make some silver for a little while.
I can also perhaps find some daggers that are silvered too as well. I have a hunch where I'm about to go may know some more too. So,
Okay.
Is this the local bar here?
It's actually this down here. It's a real small dock bar.
Okay. I'm going to ask everybody else to wait outside and say, I'm going to go in and talk to a friend real quick.
Yeah, I mean, we can wander around the docks, like down over like here-ish.
A shady character from the sort of the corner here kind of goes, "Psst, hey, you guys."
No. Is that what after Maraba leaves or before Maraba?
I mean, he could still be there if he wants.
That's where the other guy looks like the one that sings Square.
Is his name Staverson?
Yeah.
Actually, Maraba would recognize him. Yeah, he knows this guy. It's a drow elf.
Okay.
Who's part of the Cobra Saints, named Staverson. Yes. Hey, Maraba, come here.
I'm assuming I'm on friendly terms with him.
You know him kind of by reputation. Yeah.
Okay, I will approach.
He doesn't want to kill you in the same way that I do. Safe.
So you're down by the docks at night, eh?
Yeah, I also hear you guys have had a mission with someone with a fancy top hat. And I will respond in Thieves' Cant with that sentence.
Hey, I don't know anything about that, man. I was just assuming you were here, man. What you want? You want some smoke? You want some snuff? Yeah. What you looking for?
Stygian, the best.
I need to know what you know about the top hat. And give him that kind of knowing look.
And I need to know. I'm running a business here, man. Maybe if you buy something from me, I might know something.
What does he have to offer?
He's got like just smoke leaf, kind of like hemp marijuana. But then he's also got this stuff called glass rust, and it's kind of like this red kind of
Meth. Crystal meth.
Yeah, crack meth material type thing.
I'll just buy the good old regular stuff, not the extra special. Gonna not have a great time later in life stuff. How about that?
All right, so just like an ounce smoke leaf.
Yep.
All right, so that's 50 silver. He says, "Yeah, man, I know a little bit about top hats. There's some dudes. These dudes from out of town, man. They came around. You know, they were looking for some girls. They were looking for a good time. One of these dudes, man, he had scars all over his chest, and he looked like he's been ripped up real bad. They kind of had a wild look in their eye. They looked like they had a bad temper, man, and yeah, I don't know. They've been hanging out with that one candy lady's son. Yeah, you know, it doesn't seem like the type of guy they would normally hang out with, but yeah, man, that's they seem there's something off about them. I didn't want to sell them any of the hard stuff because it looked like they'd be ready to go off any minute, if you know what I mean.
When did they get to town? When did they arrive?
Oh, a couple of days ago.
Do you know how they arrived?
I assume they walked in the gate. I mean, I didn't see them come in on a caravan or anything.
Do you know where they're staying?
Ooh, that I can't tell you, man. I mean, they were hanging out with that one guy, but you know, there's plenty of little flop houses around here.
That's all very good. Do you have any idea how they would have found out about the fancy top hat?
Oh man, everybody knows about that. Man, he's such a bad liar, man. If he thinks he's hiding anything, he's just fooling himself.
I'm assuming I believe him, but I'll make a roll anyway. 11.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that he knows what he's talking about.
Do I trust him, or would I have someone else I would rather pass along the message?
Well, about as much as you would trust a drug dealer, you know?
Yeah, so I'm not going to say what I want to say to him. So I'm going to ask if he has anything else that may be useful. We have lots going on. Then I'm going to excuse myself.
You know, I see and hear things all the time, man. You know, what are you looking for?
Has there been any shipments which have been moved around quietly lately? Perhaps a wagon load?
Not really. Nah, I can't say that I've seen any like wagon loads come in.
What have you seen that has been perhaps treated a little more delicately than usual?
Man, maybe if you bought some rust.
I'll buy some rest.
That's 2 gold.
That's fine.
Okay. Man, okay. So get this, right? I know a little bit about those guards that have gone missing, right? So a couple of days ago, these guards were down snooping around, you know, Cobra Saint's territory. Now, I ain't no snitch, but they were snooping around, and there was this huge sort of like ale keg, you know, like the ones you see in them big taverns, you know, the big, huge, monstrous ones that you can like walk into. And it was just floating there down by that their Breckenary ship. It was just kind of floating in the water. So these guards, they go snooping, they go and looking, and the next thing I know, they're like, you know, diving in the water. And I'm like, what the hell is the guards diving in the water, looking at this thing? Well, this barrel like goes underneath the water, so it must have been filled with something. Next thing I know, the guards come up. They look all concerned, trying to dry themselves off, and they beeline it towards the towards Fort Runesword. And then, man, they got jumped. They got jumped by some big dudes, man, not Cobra Saints. Tell you that. Some big, mean-looking dudes. Jumped them, grabbed them, took them away.
Do you know where they took them? Where
Man, I stay out of that. I'll tell you that. I've got no clue about that. But I can tell you what, man, they got the crap beat out of them. I mean, it didn't look like. I mean, I'm surprised if they're still alive.
Just out of curiosity, are they still speaking in thieves' cant, or?
Yeah, this whole time.
All right, so that's fine. So we have no idea what's going on necessarily.
Yeah. You stay out of everything, but you also know where everything is. I know that's your job.
That's it.
You know,
I like this guy.
where were they taken? Even you told us nothing. You have my word.
Man, you're really driving me up the wall here, man. It's, I got a business to run. I got ladies, I can't keep the ladies in the cloths if I don't got something.
I think this will be worth your time later. I will send some other fiends along the street your way to buy some of the good stuff later with my own coin if need be.
Yeah, well, promise is only as good as, if I had something now.
I'm probably past the point of dealing with him in character. I'm going to switch to intimidation and say, how about you just tell me now and we'll see if I'm nice and send them later.
All right, make your intimidation roll.
22.
Don't know why that's not rolling. I think I'm having some lag here. I don't think he can beat your 22. So, there's a bunch of them. So, well, he failed the first one really bad. He starts shaking in his knees. All right, man. All right. Man, you ain't got to be so hard.
Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, they took him to that candy house. That nice little old lady who gives candy to the kids. Man, they drug him in there in the back door.
Thinking this old lady ain't so nice.
Well, I was going to say, it's funny, we were going to wander in there like, hey guys, what the fuck? I wish we're getting a heads up before we accidentally wander into a trap.
Hansel and Gretel drugged in here.
Yeah. I'm going to say thank you. See? Wasn't this a pleasant exchange? Then I'll
Yeah. You guildies can go stick it up your pie hole.
I'll let him get his shot in and leave.
All right.
I'm gonna come back and kind of get to a quiet corner and tell everybody what's up. And really, the most important part is there's things happening around the ship that are not what they appear to be. Perhaps it has something to do with the explosives, and the candy shop, I think, is our first stop to perhaps figure out what's going on and expect not friends.
All right, so it's about 11 o'clock now. It's getting pretty late. Most places are closing up. Do you want to leave here? What do you want to do?
What do you guys think?
Well, did you actually tell us what happened?
Yeah, yep, I just did.
So I was going to say, if they were taken to the candy shop, checking it out, doing an investigation after hours is probably the best bet rather than walking in the front door while they're open.
Yep.
Also, near the ambassador's boat. Can, get killed by two birds with 18 stones.
Yeah, and the ambassador's boat name is called the Bella Orcus.
The beautiful Orcus?
I'll type it.
What's that? Yeah, so I'm saying Orcus the demon, the beautiful Orcus.
Yeah.
That's a terrible sign.
Yeah.
What is happening?
We're in deep trouble.
Yeah, we are in over our heads.
Always.
So we're not fighting one Tarath, we're fighting two Tarath. All right, well.
I say we go to the candy shop.
Yeah, you lead the way.
Yep.
Going to the candy shop.
By the way, armor, mage armor.
All right, so that's the house of the candy shop. So you get there at about 11:30ish.
Yeah, and I guess I'm going to use my my
This is a
background
lately
trait
open candy shop.
to get us there faster, and also I guess the quieter way to get there as well too.
Okay. So, by the way, you guys kind of went way off the rails about a half hour ago. So,
Of course.
Where
What
were
did I
we
tell- what did I
where
say
were we
earlier?
supposed to go?
See, you should have never posted anything.
Yeah, what were we supposed to do?
oh, I can't tell you that now.
Were we not supposed to figure out the lycanthropy and the guards?
How many pages have we thrown out the window?
Oh no, they'll all still be useful. You're just kind of doing them out of order now.
All in all,
We would
it's-
never, ever do such a thing, ever.
So basically, what the GM is saying is, all in all, it's just another book thrown at the wall.
Little
So
Pink
should
Floyd
we
for you
all-
there.
Should we all try to stealth?
Yeah, we would 100% be sneaking up. I can roll for the group.
I'm quiet.
We are very stealthy. We are a 27 stealthy.
Does it actually apply to everyone, or do we each roll our own stealth?
We each, if you're doing paths without the traces, we each roll, but we get a +10 or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
you guys
Moving
are.
up to the building, we typically roll as a group. So
Yeah. So
Oh.
you arrive at an ordinary 2-story wooden home in the heart of Old Town. A simple hand-painted sign near the front door reads, "Seamstress Services and Candy for Sale." Candlelight shining out from the main floor window is the only illumination to this otherwise dark home. But it's not all that unusual considering that it's the middle of the night. So basically, like, you're in a residential area, and you know some of the houses have like little candle lights on, but most of these places are dark.
okay, so I'm rolling stealth at the 27. I would try to get up and look in and see if anything is going on or if anyone is awake or movement in on the ground floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any way to do it? I'm assuming people wouldn't have been brought in the front door. Is there a back way around to do like an investigation?
There's a back. You can see that there's like a back kind of door, and there's like a little yard back there.
We do an investigation check back there.
You're gonna quietly move around to the back. Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna look in the windows in the front first.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can.
see what I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just make me a stealth roll then.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him do stealth because that's not my bag.
27 was my first roll. Do I need to roll again?
No. So you see that there is basically you kind of look in the window over here because this is where like the nearest window is, and you see that there's two human figures kind of backs to you, kind of dark. There's only like one candle in the room. They're sitting at a table, and one of the humans is working on something on the table. Looks like a length of cloth.
Can I try to figure out what it is from there?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of clothing. I mean, I'll actually reveal the room a little bit to you.
Do I recognize the clothing at all that they're working on?
It just looks like a robe or like a big overcoat, actually.
Do any of the people there look like the large ruffians that attacked the guards we heard about earlier?
No, they're both elderly. So there's like the one woman. Her feature is that she's got an owl perched on her shoulder. It's kind of an older woman. And then the guy looks like that.
So it's basically a druid woman and Zir.
Don't remember that.
Is there any other windows around the building?
Yeah, there would be one right here, and that's really the only other one you see. You didn't see any on the north side of the building.
Okay, I'll move to this one and keep doing the same.
Okay. Just don't.
I mean, we're stealthily falling behind him, but I'm not looking at windows.
Yep. All right, so there's a young woman in there. Looks like she's cleaning up in the kitchen. She looks to be about 16-ish.
She appear to be distressed at all, or
No, she's just kind of happily cleaning up. It looked like there was some dirty dishes and pans and things like that.
I guess it's a little past, but I guess the same would be true here. Did the people here look, I guess, happy, pleased, any sort of distress?
I mean, it looked like they were, the old lady was just kind of sewing on the overcoat. The old man was just smoking his pipe. They didn't seem distressed or anything.
Okay, I guess I'll get to the corner and kind of carefully look around the back and make sure nobody is out here.
Yeah, there's just a small yard in the back with a fire pit and a stand for where you would hang a soup pot over. So because the kitchen itself doesn't seem to have like a heating element, so it appears that this family cooks their meals outside and brings them in to prepare them.
They cooked all the men.
Soylent Greens.
Soylent Green. All right. Can I make an investigation check in the backyard?
Sure. Okay, so you do notice there's multiple tracks in the backyard, leading from the alleyways, heavy booted footprints leading up to the back door. Looks like and something was drug. So if they're dragging somebody and it's their toes are digging into the ground, yeah.
I was gonna say, could I do a survival check to see if I could tell how many people there were?
Sure. Yeah, you could do a track like that. Yep.
Damn, son.
More than 2, but less than 8.
Roughly lines up with 2 men plus the guards.
Is there anything off map here that would be where they would tie up their whatever horses they had?
There doesn't appear to be a stable or anything around here. No.
Okay.
It's a townhouse with a small backyard and then a privy back there, like an outhouse.
Okay.
I would say, is there any point in investigating the outhouse just in case? Or since we're pretty sure everyone got dragged in this back door, just go there. By the way, I'm whispering. I'm not talking full blast.
All right, I'm gonna listen at the
You
back
see
door.
that he's counting down, right?
Yeah, I think something's probably gonna be happening soon, but I don't know that in character, so I'm gonna continue like that. Everything's the same. So.
Well, we do know that the guards were trying to find something that went under the ambassador's ship.
I'm gonna listen at the door.
Okay, give me perception.
19.
You don't hear. I mean, you hear some talking that seems to be coming from the common room, but nothing right behind the door.
Check the door, see if it's locked.
Do you want me to come over there with you?
It is locked. Yep.
I will try to pick the lock.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, you pick it. You opening it?
I'm gonna get everybody else back here first. I'm gonna whisper everybody else over.
I can take a listen before you open.
What do you want us to be at the front door too?
I hear nothing. I don't even hear you. You're really quiet.
I'm gonna tell the hunter we may need to trace through the hallways here quickly and quietly, and ask if he could pass without trace.
There you go. It's
All right, so you cast it and you're opening the door.
Yep, and then our group stealth roll is 13 plus 11 plus 10.
Okay, quite a bit, yes.
34, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the back door opens up to this hallway, and immediately you see 6 portraits along the walls. And the portraits, these 6, they look like they're portraits of the old gods. And that's a little bit unusual because usually the old gods are represented by their symbols. So whenever they're talking about an old god, or it's in print, or there's like a church of the old god, it's the symbol. So instead of like the actual like humanoid, depiction of them, but this is clearly paintings of all 3 of their actual likenesses, or all 6 of their actual likenesses, and it goes Hector, Ralmer, Donley, Foley, Amon, and Samus. And then there seems to be like a closet door there, a closet door there. It looks like there's stairs going up, and then there's the front door.
Okay. I'm gonna go here super stealthily. Do I have the sense that she's like a non-combatant, just kind of a...
She's a 16-year-old girl, and that door is closed to the kitchen, but you can hear her inside, like washing pans.
Okay. Can I take...
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Can I make both an Arcana and a Religious check if there's anything discernible about the specific order of the paintings, as well as what's super... I would also know you don't normally paint gods.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make me like a religion check.
I could do detect magic too if you wanted me to. But no, I can't.
Whoop, there it is.
There it is, yeah.
Okay, so the first odd thing is that Amon is represented, and Amon is the father of the other 5, and usually isn't incorporated amongst the gods. He's almost left out of like every literature, everything out there. He's not even really worshipped, which is the first kind of strange thing. The second strange thing is Hector's position. Hector was Amon's favorite. It would seem that he would be closer to him rather than like be in this kind of far away position.
Okay.
Are the paintings firmly attached to the wall, or are they loose?
Yeah, I mean, they look firmly attached, but you could like try to remove one if you wanted to.
Not yet. I'm going to start by if this door's locked.
The kitchen door?
Yeah.
And it's not locked.
Well, I guess it's shut. That's what I should say.
Yeah, it's shut.
Yeah, he said it was shut already.
Yep. I'm going to take one of my extra daggers.
Okay.
Since we're to have natural silence anyway due to the spell, kind of like jam it in so that door could not open. If
Yeah, you're going to spike the door shut? Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I was going to tell you, I have 10 iron spikes and a hammer.
That I will take an iron spike from Algrim and do that instead then.
All right, so you spike that door.
Okay, and then move down the hallway here, I guess.
Can I? Is there anything? Can I do just a quick investigation around this painting area here? Like, this is definitely rates a 9.5 on my weird religion meter here.
Yep, you can certainly do an investigation check.
Oh, that didn't roll. There we go. Oh.
Okay, well, 14 is what you needed. Yeah, you are pretty sure that you find multiple sort of like loose pieces of wood around the frame of Hector, and you think if you pull one of them outwards a secret door would open up, but you're not sure which one of these to pull. It's kind of like a latch.
I will relay that. So,
Can I investigate it with like a sleight of hand check or a?
I mean, I can
check?
do a sleight of hand check too, but
You want me doing it, not you. I promise. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm very sure about that. Actually,
Okay.
What's your plus to sleight of hand?
I +8 with advantage.
I'm plus 16.
Okay, then yeah.
The hell?
I have magical gloves and I have
Oh,
expertise in sleight of
okay.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sleight of hand. Why do we have two people with sleight of hand with expertise? That's pretty funny.
All right, so you're investigating these latches.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Is it a sleight of hand or is it?
You can do sleight of hand. That's fine.
So he's checking the.
29.
Okay, so there are 6 of these latches, one on the top, one on the bottom, and 2 on each side of this thing. 5 of them are smeared in an oil of taggart, which is a type of contact poison.
So we probably want to pull the 6th.
Yep. I'm gonna pull the 6.
All right.
That seems easy. So
Hypothetically, if there were six latches, 5 were poisoned, which one would you pull? Don't ask the guy with 7 intelligence.
All right, so yeah, it opens up to a secret door, and it comes to a little landing and a stairwell that goes
What you
down,
say about me?
down to like a
goes
cellar.
down,
Yep.
not up. Okay.
I feel like I've justified my salary for the night, so I'm going to leave the 4 of you to go down there, and I'm just going to hang out up here.
Do we want to do anything with these 2 first before we go downstairs?
We do not.
Okay. We're gonna go downstairs.
All right.
We are still very stealthy too, so we're not making any noise going down the stairs, thanks to our unnatural silence here.
I mean, I say we do not, but you're the boss.
Also, I cannot move my token without moving the map around. This is weird.
All right, so the cellar
Hey,
goes
let's-
about 25 feet underground, and it comes to like a stone, the end of the stone walkway there, and there's like a wall to the south of you, so you can't really see what's in the room.
Yeah, see, this is why I wanted a small mirror so I can peek around corners.
That's why we have Maraba. He can peek around.
Brannick went around the corner.
Hell yeah, I did. What the hell are these guys up to?
Oh dear lord!
Holy hell. This is why I hate the cities.
That's the thing that explodes. You guys told me, right?
All right, so along the western wall, you see multiple lead-lined barrels and boxes that are all empty. Along the east wall, you see what looks like a target, and there's various crossbow and longbow bolts stuck in the target, and there are 2 skeletons sort of chained up against the wall. To the northern wall up here, there is various weapons and equipment.
What is that?
I would think it's worthwhile to get detect magic rolling here from somebody. Yeah.
Well, I can cast it, but I can't cast it and pass without trace at the same time. So
And I did not take. No, I had detect magic.
Yeah, I don't have detect.
is that a
Yeah,
bow
I
there?
do have it.
It is a longbow, yep.
I have detect magic.
Um,
It is running.
What? So go ahead.
None of the weapons, none of the equipment register as magical, but the archery target does.
Oh,
Is there anything upstairs that pings? It should be within range.
Let me look upstairs. How far does it go?
Grandma's owl.
30 feet? No. Nope.
So
Nothing
nothing
mag-
else magical.
Yep, nothing
Except for the
magical.
turrets.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell the druid to wait, and I'm gonna do a general look around for traps here first.
Yeah, is that an investigation or?
Yeah.
I don't find any traps.
Okay.
6. Looks very safe, druid. Keep on going.
Keep walking, buddy.
Well,
I'm
didn't
scared
you
to step on this big symbol on the floor.
Well, I'm saying, are these the?
I don't
Lead
know what
line-
I'm walking around it.
These were the lead-lined cases that you discovered from last week. The aces and eights material.
Yeah.
The lead-lined cases you provided were inadequate to contain the entire order.
Yep, and that was like the symbol where it was.
Yeah, or that's the order that had already been teleported out, and then now the stuff has been pulled.
I'm inspecting the targets.
Which means we may be able to find it if it's no longer in the lead-lined case, for the record.
All right. So you're making an investigation check on the target.
I can. Natural 20.
So Brannick doesn't find anything, but Quentin finds an explosive rune that's triggered by a secret door there.
What now?
There is a secret door behind the archery target, but if it is not opened with the proper arcane magical word, it'll set off an explosive rune.
Shut. That's not the word.
So it's kind of like abracadabra and the door will open, but if you get it wrong, the door explodes.
Open sesame.
You can't. There's no trap disarm that you can use for magical traps.
I mean, you could. What is it?
Looking at Maraba there.
Yeah. What's the spell? It's not hold portal. I mean, you could dispel the magic.
Is there any way I can, I guess, investigate these crates and see if I can tell how long ago they were opened up?
Yeah, go. You can give me an investigation on that.
Yeah.
17.
Some of them looked like they were opened up quite a while ago. Like there's dried clay residue in there that's over a month old. The other ones to the south seem like they were opened a couple of hours ago. There's still like wet clay in there.
Can I tell if any of the clay has like been dripped across the room? What I'm trying to figure out is, was it moved up the stairs once taken out, or was it moved to that secret door that we know is there?
It seems like most of it was moved to that secret door. And it is now midnight. And at midnight,
So everything's going to explode.
well,
Explosions.
at midnight, you hear off in the distance, but still in the city,
Yeah. Knew that was coming.
a large explosion rocks the city and sort of shakes the foundation of this building. And you hear movement upstairs.
Well,
Yeah, they're gonna find the door locked and the door open too.
So, out of curiosity, what's the explosive range on an explosive? Can I make an Arcana check for that?
Yep. Let's see here.
Never good when you see him checking the entire room. Just
That's
You figure this one will blow out about 15 feet.
okay. What's on the desk? If I come down, since I had already
The,
been down
the
investigating.
desk? There's no.
What's this against the wall?
That's like weapon racks. There
Okay.
are 3 shields, 2 short swords, a battle axe, a short bow, a pike, and the barrel contains 20 short bow arrows, and there's a longbow with 5 longbow arrows on the floor.
Are they all made for humans?
Yes.
Is there anything tiny?
Back up just like you said the longbow on the floor, and was there an arrow next to it?
There's 5 arrows on the floor. It looks like somebody was doing archery practice and then just dropped it.
Can we reasonably infer that if the guards were dragged here, that they were either taken through the door or they took the armor and are now posing as guards?
Yeah, and I guess do we know how old these skeletons are too? That's
Oh, there's still some sort of flesh hanging off of them, but they look like they've been dead for months.
okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go to the top of the stairs and I guess hear what's going on upstairs while they're figuring out downstairs.
Well, I can get us through this door by blowing the rune, as long as everyone can get around the corner here. If that's what you want to do.
Well, there was already one explosion, so what's another?
Can I go upstairs and shut this door?
Yep, you can, and just make me a perception check, just quickly.
17.
You hear the old woman whisper, "It's begun."
Oh, well.
Yeah, they're definitely in on it.
Yeah.
And I guess here's the question then. Let me read the spell.
What's that?
I'm trying to see if Pass Without Trace would hide the explosion going off downstairs.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
But if they're involved and you want information, have at it.
So, do we want to open the door or do we want to go try to get information out of them first?
They may have the code.
We can go back upstairs then.
I can use that. Hold them both.
My wife is crying when we get done with this game. She's watching Hamilton the other.
All right, well, what are you doing?
I think we're
Go
going back
upstairs and let's go upstairs. Let me cast this spell on them and hold them. Whee!
I cannot move my token the direction I want to move it. It's very annoying. Try to reload.
While he's reloading, I'm getting another beer.
We just want to take a quick 3 or 4 minute break.
Yes, 10.
Sure.
Take a roll
Yep.
break.
Okay.
Okay.
I am back. Hello, hello.
So
I really didn't expect you guys to go this route, which is why there's been no action at all so far.
it happens.
Though I think you guys are about to pick a fight, though. So.
Us never.
Whenever I got back, my stupid cat was trying to knock the dice out of my little tray roller.
Well, you were right, Maraba. You guys kind of went the roundabout way to get here, so there's been no action at all so far.
We do our best.
I'm glad I wrote up so many contingencies. So what's your plan moving forward here?
Do we have everybody back?
I'm back.
I think Zero's going to hold person on the two in the room, right? If he's back.
That would only work on one person.
Yeah, if he casts it 3rd level, he can do it on 2. He shows you put it casted at 3rd level.
Blurgle? Are people back?
I think so.
I don't think Zero's back yet, is he?
Boy.
By the way, that was one reason I wanted some iron spikes, was for doors and some other reasons. Thought they might come in handy.
I'm back.
All right, so everybody's back. What do you want to do? You come up the stairs.
Well, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on those two old folks.
You're going to quietly try to creep around the corner.
I'm gonna sneak around the corner.
I'm going to require a stealth check from you then.
And I still have, the pass without trace, so it gets a +10.
All right, so 26. Yeah, that beats their passive. So,
Alakazam!
all right, so which one are you casting it on?
I'm casting it as a 3rd level, so I get to hold 2.
All right, so what is that, a wisdom?
Yes, and that is they need a 15. More than 15.
Clicking and it's not. There might be some lag here.
Yeah, I've had some lag, but it will eventually get through
Yeah.
in concept.
All right, so Harold makes the save,
Look at Harold.
Jesus.
but Genevieve kind of just looks at you, and then she gives you the bird. She sticks up her middle finger, and you can see that there's a ring on her middle finger, and she goes, "I thought we had guests."
Oh
no.
bitch!
Oh,
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
And the
I
owl,
love everything about that, by the way.
the owl flies off her shoulder.
And eats him. Should we be... So I click on myself, and I roll initiative. I will eventually
Yeah,
figure
make sure
this
your
out.
token is selected.
Oh, and Maraba, for the advantage thing, if you don't actually have advantage, to hold Alt when you click on your initiative, it should change to like a red B instead of the green plus. It'll roll it as normal.
Okay.
Just future.
All right, well, Algrim's
Looks like
up.
the 10 was my roll anyway, so.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I'll go first.
Yep.
Well, I have to move to where I can see them. Then I'm going to attack, well,
Who are you attacking?
that's what I'm trying to figure out if I should go after the old woman or the old man.
The old woman. She's dangerous. She
Because-
flipped me the bird.
Well, she flipped you the bird, and then she flipped you the bird.
All right, so I'm going to, as my bonus action, I'm going to put Slayer's Mark on her. Or Slayer's Prey. And then I'm going to attack her with the old crossbow.
Thirteen's gonna miss.
And then the second attack,
What's 28?
That's if you had advantage. 24 will hit.
And to think I had a plan where I was going to come in and try to knock them out with the back of my dagger here earlier.
Not sure that would have gone any better.
That would have ended really well for us.
so 4 extra damage for the second hit.
All right, Maraba.
Okay, let's move in here.
He's bloodied. Oh, really?
There. Roll to hit. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Are you going to do non-lethal? We're going to try to take them alive, or
No, I think I'm doing lethal for now.
Put this.
Oh, it's on!
Murder hobos. Do 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 do
No.
do do.
Damage
Never do.
How much damage?
18.
Oh, well, you run her through the ribs and she slumps over in a bloody mess.
Okay. Take the disengage as my bonus action.
Harold's gonna enrage like the Hulk and kill us all now.
All right, Maximus.
Well,
Go go gadget dumb guy.
rage
Okay.
is duh, and I'm gonna stab at thee.
All right.
From hell.
So I'm gonna swipe it in
from
twice
Helltop?
with my longsword.
All right.
You know,
Oh dear lord!
fuck.
Hello. Please tell me he got cut in
I
half.
think he's dead. Yeah.
18 on that one.
18. Is it included my rage? It didn't include my rage damage. Well, that's stupid. So, it's 20.
All right, he yet lives.
all
right.
Chopped him at the knees.
Well, it's a good thing I get another attack.
He's not bloodied after
Oh
that.
dear lord, my man!
27 hits.
So another 12. That's another 12 points of damage.
All right, now he's bloodied.
I knew he was the tough one. I saw it.
All right, so on his turn, he actually morphs.
Goes through the wall.
No, I didn't make a rollable token for him. He turns into
Yeah. My weapon's magic at least.
No, I can't tell if he's a druid or a lycanthrope. So,
I'm going with werebear.
A werebear.
so guys,
Well, he
I've made
did
it.
say
I've made an Arcana check, and here's how you beat him. Ready? Werebear stare.
do those hit you, Maximus? 16?
Nope.
All right, that's him. The owl then flies up and attacks. Missing, I presume.
Yeah, misses. We're looking at for a 20.
Yep. And Quentin.
Oh, I'm good. Thanks.
You're just skipping.
No. So I can move 30 feet. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I forget. Can you do ready to action 5e?
Yeah, you can ready an action. You need to tell me kind of what the Overwatch would be. It can't just be
Yeah. So the Overwatch is someone trying to like get past us and escape, cast a spell,
Okay.
or like basically pop into V and try and get out of. Basically, if someone makes it to that spot between Brannock and Algrim, and then like tries to make a break for it, or hypothetically, since we're really bad at this, if someone pops out of the closet.
All right. Okay. All right, Brannock.
Two can play that game.
Oh dear God!
Brown bear, what do I see?
Hell no.
Giant snakes and eat the brown bear.
Cave bear. I'm a bigger bear than you.
So I would like to point out that you're
Well,
smoking
it's
the
still
owl.
the cave bear still says large beast. I think
Yeah, it's still large.
not huge.
if he's trying to compensate for something.
And then you have this little halfling standing on this table in between the two of you,
I'm gonna bite him.
screaming probably the same level.
Oh wait, I clicked over here. You had to send it to you. Did that go out to
Yeah.
just?
Yep.
Okay.
I see it.
Yeah, 18.
So that'll hit and that'll hit. So 20 total.
Oh, he's a brown bear. He's got lots of hit points. That's a bit. Got to hit him harder.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Algrim.
He's got about 34-ish, but he's an enemy character. But
So, do we notice if he's healing from after the hits, or is he still,
I mean, he's dripping blood from those bite and claw marks and those longsword slashes.
He may be just a druid.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
I don't care. I'm still gonna hit him either way.
So it's my turn again, right?
Yep. Oh, actually, no. It's round 0. So this girl breaks through the door with.
Oh dear God!
Yeah.
oh shit!
She comes out with a kitchen knife.
Wait, she broke through a
No,
door.
I mean she opened the door and came running through it. I don't think a 10's
block
going to
We
the
hit
didn't
other
do
one.
anything with that door.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wouldn't she be scared of a big old cave bear, though?
Apparently not.
All right, now it's your turn, Algrim.
She's in on it.
This is gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna try something. Well, let me ask you. I can do an action and then an attack, right? Or is it just an action?
An attack is an action.
Well, I was going to try to use animal handling on that owl, but instead I'm just going to shoot the bear.
Okay.
And I'm going to move as my bonus action, I'm going to move my Slayer's Prey over to him.
Okay.
Ren, Mike.
20 will hit.
That's the extra
One
damage
more.
for that one.
He yet lives. $19 will hit, and that will knock him out of his druid form. So he reverts back to a normal human.
And I'm done.
All right, Maraba.
We
Maraba,
need
while you're
information.
standing on the stairs there, you hear somebody coming from upstairs. They're kind of right. I suppose I should reveal this.
Oh boy.
So they're kind of like, you can see footsteps right on the landing there.
I'm going to then, I guess.
Oh look, it's the Lord.
Do they see me yet?
You really, I mean, it's kind of like you see his feet basically.
And I still have that pass without
I
trace
mean,
up.
he's really like, that would be where he is upstairs on that square there.
Okay, I'm going to move here, and I'm going to hold action. I'm going to attack him and try to surprise him as soon as somebody comes around the stairs. That's my
Okay,
plan.
and he went on initiative 0, so you've got some time.
Okay.
So you're just holding action.
Yeah, and my plan is to kind of surprise attack him as soon as he comes around the corner.
Okay, Maximus.
All right. I'm still angry at Druid Dude here, so
We need information.
are you gonna try and convince me? Because I'm raging at the moment, and I'm not
I
smart.
I can't. Raging.
19's gonna hit for
That's 15.
15.
That
He's
was-
still up.
Oh,
He's still up.
Yeah, a 9
I
misses.
missed.
All right, Harold's turn. Let's see here. I think that's only an outdoor spell.
Call lightning.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Fortunately. So is Flame Strike, I think, isn't it?
All right. What kind of armor are you wearing, Maximus? Are you wearing any?
What armor? This is old bod, man. Come on.
No heat metal for you.
Yeah,
I mean, the
quick-
only thing I have is my shield. But yeah, as far as armor, no.
Quick
the
question.
two of you guys are really shutting down. I guess.
No cooking book on me.
Can you turn the music down just a hair?
You can turn it down actually in your settings.
Where at?
I
The
turned
main
it
settings, and then it's under your display name.
I
right in the
turned it
middle.
down. All right,
thought
so he's gonna poison spray you.
Okay. And it's poison. Okay, that's advantage. 26.
All right. The owl. Yeah. Well, the owl was attacking you before, so it's going to continue to do so. And it doesn't. And Quentin.
Sort of feel like I checked back, but figure if I go there, I can see her. I'll put my hands up, to cast, and I'll say, if you give us the information we need to stop this attack, we won't kill you. We'll take you alive.
You've already killed my wife. What do I have left to live for?
Well, okay, magic missile then.
They'll do much more worse to me than you.
Oh, who's they?
The shadows. They speak.
Does he actually say that, or is
Yeah, and he kind of looks around the room.
what do I got?
Didn't you say you were going to magic missile?
Well, no, if he's actually talking,
Yeah, people can talk to his free actions,
Yeah.
but
yeah, I would say, we can protect you from the shadows. Tell us what we need to know.
no one can protect us from the shadows.
Who are they?
It's the shadows. They'll come for you too.
Can I yell, "Who is she?" in the in-between in this?
That's my daughter! Don't kill my daughter!
No. That's not who I meant.
Tell him if he talks, we won't kill her.
So we don't wish to hurt your daughter.
Make a
The
persuasion.
bear might eat her,
Yeah,
but
make a persuasion roll.
Meh.
Oh, fuck. Alva, put the knife down. And so Alva puts the knife down, and Harold puts up his hands.
I'm sorry I talked everyone out of killing everyone again. My bad. But who are the people coming up the stairs? Or downstairs?
All right, well, then at that point, yeah, Dalen kind of runs down, and Maraba, you can grab him.
Okay.
Now can I try animal handling on the bird?
Sure. All right, it kind of flies over and lands on your arm.
I feed it some of the rations I have. Try to make friends with it.
All right, yeah, I mean, you got a 20, so yeah, it seems content. I mean, this guy wasn't, the owl's not brainwashed or anything, so. As Genevieve just bleeds out on the floor.
Well, yeah. I mean, is she dead or is she?
Yeah, she's dead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she did.
Somebody needs to get that ring too that she has.
So, what happened to the guards that were dragged in here?
Oh, you're gonna need a persuasion or intimidation.
Well,
or
I'm
something.
gonna need someone with an intimidate.
Yeah, I guess first step is to tie everybody up
Yeah, that's fine.
and get them secured. Yeah, and then we should still have detect magic rolling. I'm assuming her ring.
Yes, her ring is
One of them,
magic.
yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
No.
Let's not loot the bodies while we're interrogating the remaining family.
I mean, you can interrogate all you want. I'm checking the stuff.
You can check the stuff, but don't start looting the body. That's just rude.
I'm just a bear.
I'm just playing with the owl, pretty bird. My character likes animals more than people, so
I can relate.
All right. Well, you asked like where the guards are. I'll need something on that.
22.
Okay. They're downstairs in the prison.
What's the code word for the rune?
Alva speaks up. It's Cinnamon. Don't kill me. I have a boyfriend.
He loves me.
We've known each other for a week.
Dalen yells over. He's not your boyfriend. No one from Kraken Wakes would date you, Alva.
Kraken Wake is one of the other guilds, right?
Yes. Yep.
I'll say to her, "You're fine. It's the Kraken Wake guys I'd be more."
And I'd be willing to date you.
No.
That's all I really said.
Thorben loves me.
what was that name again?
Thorben. Thorben loves me.
Didn't we meet a Thorben from Storm's Way?
You know Thorben Darker. He's one of the team leaders in Kraken Wakes. Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably a playboy.
Yeah.
Player.
He's actually a barbarian.
You got a shot, Maximus.
That's no barbarian. I'm a barbarian.
That's no barbarian. I'm a barbarian.
What God?
He just start flexing the muscles. It's like,
What was the clothing guy's name?
Harold, the old man.
No, the market.
It was Jared. It's something started with a J. The silk merchant with the hat.
It was Jeradim.
Yeah. Where is Jeradim's hat? Why did you take it?
It's also down below. We needed to disguise the golem.
Golem?
The what now?
Well, the first night, or the night you weren't here, we found out that the woman told the guy with the top hat to make another golem. So evidently, they made some golems out of that clay stuff.
Yeah. So clay golem from the materials down below.
Yes.
Where is it now?
Yeah.
It's on its way to its target.
Which is where?
I'll never tell.
Alva, you want to tell?
It's the keep. It's the keep, the royal keep. Damn it, Alva.
All right. Let's leave a couple people up here and let's go get the people from downstairs.
I'll keep an eye on him.
You probably wouldn't fit down the stairs anyways, would you?
I'd have to shift down.
Yeah. I'll go down. Maraba, you want to come with me?
I'll go so we got password trace just in case. And the bird's going to come with me.
Yeah, Cinnamon.
All right, so it opens up to a long, dark tunnel that leads eastward. Farther than your light source goes.
Yeah, I didn't know. We probably wanted to leave someone else up with the bear.
Well, I can see in the...
I promise not to eat them.
Yeah. It's more about them,
I was gonna say, how
Three-
far
three
can
of
I see with dark vision?
60 feet.
60.
Goes way beyond that.
We may need a more permanent solution here.
Just tie them up.
How
They
about
are
we,
tied up.
how about we light a bolt
Okay.
and shoot it down the hallway?
To gag the druid too.
Yeah, I have. I can prestidigitation light.
All right, so you're tying them up and leaving them here, or
We don't want to leave them alone.
I would rather leave them. I would rather leave them alone than split the party. I think we're going to probably be going much further than just down a little corridor here.
Said it's a prison. Can we hear anything down the hallway?
it goes really far. I mean, yeah, hundreds of feet. It seems like.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shift out a bear.
Okay. And it's slightly slanted, so it's going deeper as you travel eastward.
And I took the ring off of the old lady.
Okay.
Not leaving
I
it there for
searched-
them.
I searched the old man and the other guy just to see if they have anything of worth on them before we go.
Or weapon.
No, they don't. They're just commoners. So
Okay.
they're trying to put up a front, basically. So
You better be here when we get back, or I'm gonna turn into something bigger and eat you.
yeah, so you can tie them up. That's no problem. So are you gonna gag them as well?
Gag the old man for sure.
All right, and then you're gonna travel down the tunnel.
Yeah.
All right, so let me gather up your tokens here so I can move
Yeah.
you.
Do we need me to have a light, or is there light?
You'll probably, I think, yeah, the next map is dynamic lighting, so you will need a light source.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I got the haw. I guess
I
that's
didn't
not.
mean to do that.
Do we have torch?
Yes, I have torches.
I was gonna say I can give you one, but I don't need one. Here, as a matter of fact, take all of mine.
Well, no, but I'm saying I can. Poof, there you go. Poof, what do you want?
I mean,
Poof, what do you want? Poof, what do you want?
I'm just saying I don't need them. I can see in the dark.
Yep, me too. I think Zier's the
I
only one
can't
that
see in the
right?
dark. Nope. Not
I
unless
can't see in the
shift.
dark. I can't see in the dark, but I can.
I thought
light
you were
torches.
out.
I said take my 10 torches. I'm seriously.
Yes, I have it. So we're gonna have Maraba still go first, and we still have Pass Without Trace, right?
Lasts for an hour, and he probably never got hit.
Yeah, I never got hit, so
All right, so this tunnel extends eastward about 800 feet
Dear Lord!
before you come to a stone door.
I'll give the door a listen.
Okay.
14.
I can give a listen with you.
You don't hear anything.
It's perception, by the way. Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear less.
Yeah.
Check for traps.
Investigation.
17.
It's not trapped.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Pick the lock.
That I can't help you.
Okay.
28.
Yep, it opens. And it extends into a hallway. Now make a perception check.
all of us, or
That's good.
That's
enough.
good enough.
Quentin hears a growling coming to the east from that big chamber up ahead.
do we need to make another stealth check, or
I'll tell people that there is growling.
$24 for stealth.
Okay.
Plus.
is that
what
with
we
the
get
plus
from-
10? It's plus
so,
10.
So it would be 34.
Well,
Also-
you're in free movement, so
Also, these hiccups will not go away to save my life.
You say these hiccups will not go away?
No. Driving me nuts.
It's like a pirate's
Have someone curse at you in Finnish.
What's always worked for me is 10 swallows of water without breathing. I don't know if we want to step around these corners just yet.
So yeah, it's you come to a stone sort of crossing way, and yeah, you see what you see. Ceilings are about 12 feet high.
Are those dead ends or doors?
Those are doors, wooden doors at both ends. All right, so you get there, and yeah, you hear a bark, and you see this elven woman and this dog march out and say to the, "You're not no," and she raises her weapon.
Where?
She raises a light crossbow and says, "You're not allowed here."
Cinnamon.
Somebody show her the cards too.
Well, I just scream out cinnamon.
It's the Algrim's in front. Yeah, she fires her bow. If that lag ever stops. Come on.
Okay, it's only going to be a natural 20 when it comes through. You're fine.
Wow, that's some bad. There, the 19.
I was
That
close.
hits.
Why is it not doing the damage? So 4 piercing. Are you going to engage, or are you going to keep trying to talk?
She shot me, so I'm shooting back.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So I'll just do this simply. It's just the two of them. So you guys can go, and then they'll go. It's just, you guys can all go now. She fired. These boxes and these crates in this room are all empty.
And there does not appear anything at the end of this T-junction or this cross junction.
There's a set of stone doors right
No,
here.
no, no. But I'm saying from the way we came in to like, I'm not moving, but like this way or to this way.
There's 2 wooden doors on the.
All right, so those are doors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So we just have free action to shoot.
Well, yeah,
or-
each of you can go. Yeah. So 18 with a crossbow bolt for 12. That kills it. Right. Dead out.
I'm gonna hit
One
the
whip,
dog.
27. That kills it. Yep. That's why I didn't bother with initiative, because they have low hit points. Yep.
That's what I figured.
I'm gonna go listen at these doors now, since this is all happening.
Didn't somebody still have detect magic going too? Is there? Do they have any?
Yeah, I
magic
do.
on?
I still have it running.
How long does that last?
Yeah, let's look here.
And you walked 800 feet. You tied them up. It's probably gone.
10 minutes. Yeah, it's
yeah,
gone.
it's gone.
I have an 18 for a listen here.
You just hear some slight bubbling coming, like a cauldron bubbling behind that door.
And I'll listen on the south door.
And is this a door right here too?
It is. Yep.
I want to.
I'll listen there.
I hear nothing behind.
Yeah, Quentin hears nothing.
I want to search the elf too.
She had a crossbow on her. That's about it.
I
Panic.
listened at this door.
You hear some, like, slight sobbing and whimpering coming from behind that door.
I kicked the door open.
There's our guards.
Make me a strength check then if you're going to kick it, because it's locked.
Let me find my own character sheet.
You got this, buddy.
Even though I don't.
Well, I'll kick it with him. How about that?
All right, so
Wait, that was
bang!
a save.
This loud thud happens.
That was a save, though.
What's the click the one? Oh, save.
There. Well, that's not much
well,
better.
yeah, 10. You hit this iron bounded wooden door. Boom, makes this loud thud.
Could I
Need some
assist him
help.
on the kick?
Or
You
do you
can
want
now.
the rogue to just to
Oh, I did worse.
Oh, wait. You're assisting.
I'm gonna walk over while laughing and then roll a 27.
That
Sleight
picks
of hand.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, pick it up. So
Okay, now we kick the door open.
try it again, boys.
dear lord.
Told you we'd get it.
All right,
There's
so
one
you
with
walk
bars.
in, and immediately to your right, you see a human who's just kind of in his like skivvies, kind of curled up and whimpering, and looks really beat up. Again, to the left, you also see another human in their skivvies, curled up, beat up, stripped of everything.
Light is really weird.
Yeah, I got weird lag with the dynamic lag.
Well,
It's weird.
I don't know that it's classifying you guys as having a light source. I think it only me is having a light source for some
Yeah,
strange
right now
reason.
the only people would be Maraba and Maximus. You have dark vision.
I do. Because of the belts of the of dwarven kind. I have 60 feet dark vision.
That's why you're not seeing.
Yeah, that's
You
why
should
I'm.
know.
There we go. Hey, I can see. I was like, something
like a-
doesn't seem right here.
Tiefling over here
That's
on the
better.
right.
Yeah, and in the back corner there, you do see a tiefling in a lab coat. And they're all in jail cells.
The doors are locked, I take it.
Yeah,
So did
She didn't have a key or anything on her.
she did not know.
I can take care of all the locks.
say did anyone order a jailbreak?
23,
Yeah, that'll open it. You only have to make.
19.
You can. Yeah, they're open. Yep.
Okay.
So the tiefling kind of looks up and says, "Is it time to make the ring yet?"
What?
He's kind of startled. He goes, "Well, who are you guys? You're not the usual handlers. Who are you? You're from Redstone." And the
they're-
guards also kind of perk up at that. Are you here to rescue us? You guys are from Redstone. Oh my God, are you? What's going on?
Yes, this is. It's a jailbreak. Would you like to get out of here?
Yes, very much so.
So, also, what's been going on?
Yeah. And you, what ring?
Yeah.
Okay, so the guards say that they were on patrol and they discovered this mechanical barrel that went beneath the water in the harbor. Investigating further, they found an underwater tunnel leading from the harbor into Old Town. They were then jumped by some thugs, blindfolded, and led into these cells. Their keepers took their uniforms, and they particularly wanted to know what the Trellwind City's guards' plan was for a city emergency, like a siege, particularly where the populace would take refuge.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad.
So both guards admit that under torture, they admit that the city's plans is to have the citizens first take refuge at Fort Runesword, and then once that is full, for the overflow to take refuge within the walls of the royal palace.
Well, okay. So, two bad things. One, the golem's heading for it. Two, there's lycanthropes in the palace. So, not great. Not great, Bob.
There's a lot of bad there, Bob. Yeah.
Yeah. How many more of the guards were there? Just you two, or
It
more?
was just us two. Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's.
Let's tell them to go out and take that family.
Well, yeah, but also we need to sweep the other room. There's like 3 more rooms.
And we need to hear about
the ring.
still. Yeah, before they get out of this. So
I'm gonna hang out back here so I can something up behind it.
So Mordai, the Tiefling, he says that he's a member of the Stewards of the Seal. Now, the Stewards of the Seal is a wizards guild that specializes in like creation and identification of magic items.
These are my people.
Yeah, they don't have a like a guild hall in Trellwind. Their two major areas are Cole and to Tarask. He works out of Cole. Mordai says that he was kidnapped from the city of Cole by Team Leviathan of Kraken Wakes at the Steward's Tower in Cole. And that he believes that his mentor probably sold him out. In particular, he recognized one of the Kraken Wakes members as Hellroar Fire, who you know is a half-orc, he's a famous half-orc fighter on that team.
So this is the second mention of Kraken Wake, because Alva was also involved with someone in Kraken Wake.
Yeah. So Hellroar threatened his family unless that Mordai came with him and helped this candy maker. He also says that a shapeshifter who wasn't in a Kraken Wake's tunic turned into him, so he made him look exactly like Mordai. And the shapeshifter said, "This is how easy it'll be to get close to your wife and children." And so, threatening his family, that's how Mordai came. Mordai explains that he was brought here and he was forced to build a golem out of this special clay that they had. He was warned not to have any electricity come into contact with the clay. His captors then tried to dress the golem up in clothes, but none of the clothes would fit. They were all kind of ripped and torn because it was just too big. So instead, they put a hat of disguise on him.
And is the hat of disguise gone now? Because they said it was down here.
Yeah, they put it. That golem left a little while ago, about an hour ago.
Disguised as what?
Disguised as a human in an overcoat with a top hat.
And what about the ring that you thought we were here to have you create?
He says that he's awaiting arrival from the shapeshifter to bring him a Kuatol heart. A Kuatol is kind of a snake-like creature with wings, and he was supposed to use that item because they didn't think that they could get a Mind Flayer's brain. He was supposed to use that to make a ring of mind shielding so that the knave could use it to keep the dark ones from leading him astray.
What?
Yeah.
Who is the knave and what are the dark ones?
I've never met or seen the knave, and I have no idea what the dark ones are. That's just what they said.
Wasn't the woman that we saw in the image the knave, and the dark ones are the the void thing that came out of that top hat guy we killed?
Yeah. So we need to wrap this up because if that golem is going towards the keep, presumably to go explode it with electricity, we need to finish this up and go try and save the city.
We also need to bring this guy in, grab whatever other components they had to make that ring, so they're not here.
Yeah,
so they can't finish it.
But we need to sweep these other rooms very quickly.
Yep.
And we're gonna get everyone. The guards can take people upstairs, and we can get what's this guy's Mordai.
Yeah.
Back to our guild for safekeeping. To be reunited with his family. And away from Quacken's Wake.
All right, so you send the guards down this tunnel then?
Well, we're going to sweep first. They're unarmed.
Okay. Go into that door?
Can we listen at this door?
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
didn't even open the other two doors either.
Right, well. Nice.
Yeah, the one's back here.
All right, so yeah,
Hey!
Algrim and Quentin, it sounds
Natural
like
20.
sounds like lapping waves, like water, like lapping up against a shore from beyond this door.
So this might be the underground tunnel. Or the underwater tunnel. Door open?
Yeah, it's not locked. It does open.
I say we close this door and spike it so they can't get back in.
We're gonna at least look. Looks like this is the underground tunnel. Yeah.
The underwater tunnel.
All right, so Maraba, you step in there, and I got a little flavor text. Everybody stop. So the stone doors open to a large underground cavern that is half filled with salt water. A sandy beach area leads from the doors to a small dock at the edge of the water. Various empty lead-lined crates are strewn about the beach and the dock. A few moments later, you see bubbles start to rise from the water, and an oblong dark shape appears just beside the dock. The shape emerges from the water as a huge ale barrel with mechanical pincers and claw-like legs. An amplified voice comes from the barrel that echoes throughout the chamber.
All of the charges have been set. Anchor us close to the dock so that we can get out of this cramped thing. Wait a minute. You're the scrubs from Redstone.
Okay, that was funny.
I think we need to stop them.
Well, plus they call us scrubs, so they need to die.
Okay, so then this thing starts to slowly like claw its way up onto the beach. What do you guys do?
Uh-oh.
Go get him, Roba.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess start to spread out. That would be my first inclination. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm going to use Hunter's Sense on it too, so I can see if it has any vulnerabilities or resistance.
I cast Fairy Fire on it.
All right. Well, what I was going to say is if you're going to attack, then we're going to roll
gonna
initiative.
attack.
Yeah.
We're attacking. Let's be real.
All right. So everybody kind of go back to where the starting at where you were, and then let's roll initiative.
I can't roll initiative. None of us can. Look at these rolls. 4,
God.
8, 3, 5.
I am a natural 1. On
I
the
don't
plus
have
side,
advantage for until 2 more
You
levels.
trip trying to walk out the door.
I'd like to point out it's better to have a natural 1 on initiative.
I think we're just missing Algrim.
Yeah, I can't get my. There we go. Hold on.
You got to click on your token.
I am on it.
All right. Well, Maraba, now you're up.
All right.
By the way, Apparatus of Qualish was literally one of the items I almost took as my magic item. Can I make a Knowledge Arcana check going into this?
About the
Or
apparatus?
yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to know?
Is there any particular weakness or, specifically code word to deactivate it?
Well, you know that it can hold at least 2 people inside of that thing. There's a bunch of levers inside that do various things like move it, attack with it, things like that. There's a hatch at the end of the barrel that is how it opens and closes, but it doesn't say anything about like a command word or anything like that. So I imagine it's just like opening the back of like a tank. It's just a latch.
Does that is that steam pipe at the end an air vent, or is it?
Oh, on the picture?
Yeah.
I don't know. It says it's waterproof and it can go underwater, so I can't imagine it would be an air pipe.
All right. So I am gonna actually just come to here. This is not all my movement by any means, and I'm going to try to stealth and hide behind a barrel here
Okay.
to start. So my stealth roll is 17 plus 11, 28. And then I'm going to hold action.
Okay.
And my intent is going to be to try to basically have enough movement to get behind it to get to that door if it comes up in like this region.
Okay. Algrim.
Well, I used Hunter's Sense to see if I could sense any, especially if there's any damage, immunities, resistance.
It's immune to. It's a big, large kind of wooden and metal barrel. It's immune to poison and psychic damage.
I am going to just, I know this isn't going to do anything, but just fire 2 bolts at it.
Okay. Yeah, they both hit, and they both like sink into the wooden panels of this thing, and they seem to like affect its structural integrity. So it does seem like it does some damage.
Well, that's it for me.
Okay, Brannick.
All right.
You need to be able to turn into a large crab.
I'm still gonna cast that on it.
Fairy fire. Okay.
I want him to glow blue.
Yeah, the blue doesn't really come through, but okay. So you, yeah, he's got fairy fire on him.
He's purple.
Purple works. And blue kind of works.
All right, Maximus.
Okay. 5, 10, 5, 30, 35. I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to ready my weapon so when it gets in, if it gets into my melee range, I'm going to hit it.
Okay. All right, so the apparatus goes. Looks like he's got 2 targets. Well, actually, he's going to attack both of you. So he's going to move. He's going to like clunk, 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 move up like there. So he's within your range.
So my attack is off.
Yep.
Advantage because of...
Yep. 19 misses.
Yeah.
Got buku armor.
Okay, so Brannick, you can't do anything. So, all right, so 1 claw on Maximus. Missing, and 1 claw on Brannick.
Of course. Oh.
And you're grappled. You get another strength check, my man.
Oh no, not a strength check.
It's not. It's strength or direct dex. For an escape, it's strength or dex.
On the plus side, that was a shit damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
All right, Quentin.
Hang on just a second. If I can get to there, can I get to the door? 'Cause that would be my readied action.
Well, I mean, you're on his token. I would say you'd probably have to be the square behind it.
Okay, I can't get far enough.
I didn't make it anyway, so
Well, hold on before you not ready your action. This works. There you go. I'm gonna cast that on Maraba.
Okay.
So that would then give me the range I need to get behind him.
Okay.
The antenna, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get to the door, which I'm assuming is locked, and I want to try to get the lock picked.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Give me a thieves' tools thing or whatever.
23.
Yep. You pop it open, and you see inside there are two dudes.
Who are about to die.
Let me get them on the right layer here.
I remember those guys.
So
Hey,
yeah,
that's the-
they look like big, angry, mean dudes.
I'm going to just wave, hi, guys. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to take my dagger and swing at the guy nearest to me.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
He did.
Uh, 19 points of damage.
Okay, so you slice him. Blood drips out of the wound. It immediately closes up, and he wolfs out on you.
I was gonna say, do y'all remember the last campaign? That's the same token for the dude that had the
Yep.
goats and turned into a werewolf.
That's what I said. I remember these guys.
Well, on the plus side, I have movement left now, thanks to.
Are your daggers not magical?
One of them is, yeah. So.
Oh, did you hit him with one that was magical?
Yes.
How much damage did that do?
That was the 19 points damage.
Okay, then I'll mark that off. That it doesn't close up then.
Okay.
Quick question
And then
on that.
I'm gonna move away 10 feet, and he can't hit me due to my feet. My class ability.
Okay. Algrim, you're up.
I have a quick question too. Since my crossbow is a crossbow +1, is that considered a magical weapon?
Yes.
Actually, should it be my turn again? Because that was all my held action, right?
Then yeah, it would be your turn again. Yep.
Okay, so then I will move back into range again, and swing my magical dagger again.
Okay.
17 this time.
Yep, that hits.
$15 points damage.
Okay, yeah, you appear to have wounded him.
Then I am moving away.
All right. So Algrim, yeah, you can go, though you can't see the guys inside yet. In order to see them, you would need to get back, so probably somewhere in like those two squares.
I'm gonna move to here. And this is a torch right here, right?
Yes. Yep.
Would I be able to reach it from here?
Yeah, it's in the square above it. Yep.
Okay, would I be able to set one of my bolts on fire and shoot it at the wooden part of the whatever that thing is?
I mean, normally like flaming arrows have like some sort of like kindling wrapped around like the front of them or something like that. So at best you're burning your shaft.
Then I'll just shoot.
They make an ointment for that.
Yeah. Okay, so you're shooting at the machine.
Yeah, give me a second. I closed the window by mistake.
Well, why don't we have Brannick go in the meantime then?
I got it back up. I think both of those missed.
Yep, 18 and 19 both miss. Yep. Brannick.
Doesn't he have advantage because it's fairy fire?
Oh, you're right. He does.
does, yeah.
Yep. So those both hit actually.
Huzzah. 19 points of damage.
Yep. Yep. So it does affect the structural integrity. And Brannick, who is now currently grappled in a claw.
Whoa, I can try another roll to get out, right?
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics to get out. Yep.
Athletics it is.
Hey!
There we
Yep.
go.
And you're no longer, you
Nice.
squirm out of it. Yep.
Where go in me? Well, that costing my action though, right?
Yep. Yep.
You could move there.
But yeah, take an attack. But I think instead I'll
Well, Maximus, you're up now.
I yelled at Robert. They're inside?
They're inside. Two of
Dear
them
Lord.
werewolves. Yeah.
Okay. Rage.
Okay.
And I'm going to smack the first werewolf.
All right. Yep, that hits.
So that's 15 points of damage to the first shot. And it's magic weapon, so.
Yep, yep, it wounds him.
Again,
Dear Lord.
That'll hit. Yep.
for 14 points of damage.
And that will run him through, and he reverts back
And
to his normal self. And he's got all sorts of like scars all over his chest.
can I move into the spot? I mean, I've only moved
Yeah,
10 feet.
yeah, that's fine. So you're inside. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is one of those like terrible horror films where like we just now see the outside of the car after after the bad guy has gotten in the vehicle.
And you've
with
got
another
this
person.
2'9" guy coming in with his sword and his shield, just like, hello.
It's like the worst Leprechaun sequel that ever happened.
Leprechaun in space.
All right, so we're fighting in tight quarters here, so I'm going to have him do these at disadvantage. But yeah, he wolves out, and he tries to claw you.
Pretty sure it's like a luxury cabin with 12-foot ceilings
Yeah.
for Maximus. Yeah.
And he's going to try to bite you in these cramped quarters. 18?
Nope.
All right, well, and then since he can't operate the levers, the apparatus can't do anything anymore, so that's it. Quentin.
I'm gonna guard our back. I'm gonna tell the the guards, and I always forget the other guy's name. The tiefling.
Oh, Mordai?
Yeah, and let's say, stay back until we're finished with this.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready a spell in case the werewolf tries to make a break for it.
All right, sounds good. Rabba.
Oh, who am I to not run in? Attack.
All right, well, if you're inside there with two other things, these are going to be a disadvantage.
You can stab from the top, though, can't you? Or is the hatch in the back, not in the top?
The hatch is in the back.
All
and
right.
And it only holds two people, but there's a half a person in there, so it's all real cramped. So
I'm all person, thank you.
Roll, yeah. Does a 15 hit?
surprisingly, it does. Yes.
16 points. Then I get
All
a
right.
free disengage, and I'm moving back out.
Okay. Algrim.
I'll be able to shoot over top of Maximus.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go behind there, yeah, I'll let you shoot in there. Probably at disadvantage though, because there's this barrel is just kind of rocking back and forth with all the fighting going on inside of it.
It never occurred to me to think of the barrel as the apparatus of Qualish before, it actually popped out and there was a giant crab.
And I'm putting Slayer spray on him,
Okay.
just in case if I hit.
Dear Lord.
So that would be
Yeah.
20 points of damage.
All right. Oh, Brannick.
Well, just one bloody guy left in there. Get around to the back without getting clawed again, though.
Well, yeah, there's nobody operating the levers and nothing is moving in
Okay.
there, so it's not even an active like machine.
So I can see into the back from here.
Yep.
I can see that one dingleberry left in there. He looks angry.
Don't make me angry, Mr.
Oh, I'm not gonna shillelagh. I'm gonna thorn whip him.
That hits. Yep. For 10 damage. And does that pull him towards you?
Yes.
All right.
Get over here! I was waiting to do that.
And Maximus.
Well, I mean, what am I gonna do? What I always do.
Yeah, and you can attack it normal because you're a smaller. Do you have advantage at all?
I don't.
I don't think so. That's a miss. Yep.
All right. Well. Damn.
Another miss. Wow.
It's like an angry ferret in there trying to swipe at him.
All right. Well, the werewolf that just got yanked by the thorn whip is going to attack Brannick.
Ouch.
Didn't hit with the bite though.
Yeah, that's at least fortunate.
And then we're back to Quentin.
Wait, who did he hit with the claw? Me?
No, Brannick,
Oh.
because he's wrapped up in a thorn whip, so he's trying to kill that guy.
Yeah, the one didn't hit, but the one for 10 did.
Just gonna keep an eye on her back, ready a spell in case.
All right, sounds good. Maraba.
If I get to there, can I get a dagger in on him?
Disadvantage. Kind of attacking at an odd angle inside the barrel from the back.
14.
Does the haste give him any?
Gives him plus to AC, but yes, a 14 does hit.
$21, actually.
That will kill that
That
one.
was a good dice roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, you slaughter these two. And as that other guy takes the dying breath, he kind of looks up to you and says, my brother will remember this. He's a member of the Order of the Fang. He will avenge me.
Blah blah blah.
I'm too far
You're
away
dead.
for that.
Hey, Quentin, do you know what the Order of the Fang is?
I don't know. Do I? Is there a history or a
Yes,
Very-
there is.
is it history or religion?
Actually, it's common knowledge.
Oh, is it? No. So, well, that certainly explains the scars.
Yep.
is this common historical knowledge? Or is everyone?
Yeah, everybody knows this. Yep.
So we want to attack. We would like to try and take their Moonsteel claws.
These are bloodied pups. They're not full members.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, we should
They're
search
bloodied
them,
all
see what
right.
they have on them.
Oh,
Uh,
it's the group that's kind of going against the equivalent of the what's it called, Jedi Knights.
Yeah.
The,
Talon Knights, yeah.
Talon Knights.
so it's a Sith versus Jedi. Cool.
I remember that now.
So, Maraba, you're gonna need to rest for a second. I'm gonna stop concentrating on haste.
Very tired.
Okay, so the other thing you notice, yeah, they don't have anything on them. They were basically just like wearing, cargo shorts. They didn't have any. I mean, it's hot inside this thing, so they're just bare-chested cargo shorts. They don't have any equipment or anything like that. As you're looking at the apparatus Aqualis, you notice that it has various nets that looked like it once contained like a heavy load. Kind of all attached around this thing. So it looks like, yeah, this thing was used to like carry something underwater.
Can we ask Wardai if he knows what they were attaching? And I'm assuming it was to the ambassador's ship, right? Or is that just
Yeah,
a guess?
Mordai says he only saw the lab in the prison cell. He has no idea what's going on here.
All right. We have 2 more rooms to clear before we need to get out of here very quickly.
And all these boxes are empty and lead lined.
Do we want to attempt to go fix the ship, or worry about the keep first?
Well, we might be able to do both. But let's clear out the other rooms, and I'll tell you my plan.
Okay. I'll check this door first. Sound like the lab.
Yeah, I'm gonna behind him.
That door is locked.
It's not locked anymore.
All right. So which one do you want to do first, the north door or the south door?
North.
I was just listening at the other door, see if I could hear anything.
All right, so these doors open to reveal an arcane laboratory straight out of one of those cheap 25 copper piece novels. A medical
My people!
A medical examiner's table, complete with white sheets, dominate the middle of the room. An empty hat box and an overturned book lie on the table. Upon the floor, you see large pair of ruined pants and shirt torn apart at the seams. Various medical equipment and unlabeled glass bottles line the shelves, filled with all sorts of gruesome curiosities. A forge for heating bricks sits along the south wall, and a desk with notes and papers upon it completes the room near the east wall.
You guys
I'm
also
assu-
do realize that the golem they built is probably out of the Ace of Spades material, so whenever it dies, it's going to blow up. And
Yeah, that's...
yeah.
We would like to... Yeah, I do. I in fact...
How does your helmet transfer or test?
That's where I'm going with that, yes. Can we can I do a quick investigation of this room? I'm assuming this is where they made the golem.
Yeah, well, like, tell me what you're looking at.
Well, first of all, I'm taking all of the papers, but then I'm just doing a general search for anything that's, out of the ordinary.
Okay. Well, you recognize this,
Boring.
like this thing here is a spell book. And Mordecai actually says, that's my spell book.
Oh, okay. All yours.
This here is the like instructions for how to create a ring of mind shielding. It's got like the Stewards of the Seal symbol on it. In this little jar thing there, Mordecai says that that's a scroll of magic weapon. You'll need it for when you're fighting the golem, so he tells you to take that.
Okay.
These are dried clothes, and inside of them there's dry clay residue on the inside. So, and Mordecai explains that the golem tried to put on these clothes, but it was too big, and he ripped them open. He points out that this is the used manual of golems that he used, and so it's basically just like the book cover, but all the pages have disintegrated, and that is the hat box where the hat of disguise was in, and is now on the golem.
Very, very brief question, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, Mordai. If we had a manual of golems, could we use that to undo the golem?
Not that he's aware of, no.
We also do have one.
I know that.
Yeah.
I am aware. I read the notes, but I didn't think we could use it to undo. So.
Okay. That's about all there is in that room.
I'll go unlock the other door.
Oh, it's not locked.
I open it up.
All right.
Fireball goes off in my face. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
All right. Well, yeah, as soon as you open it up to like this kitchen area, and you see 3 people in the kitchen who all look up very surprised at you.
Hi, friends.
Yeah,
Everybody
and
freeze or I'll
they
hit you.
They reach for their weapons.
Oh no, that's not a. Oh,
Look at all these
no.
19s.
That's not. It's not a 19. That's a 4. I forgot to hold the initiative button. I rolled a 1. This is going well.
All right. Well, it looks like I finally get to go first.
Woo!
So this thug raises his mace and just charges forward, jumps over the table, attacks Maraba. 18 and a 7.
First one hits.
Algrim.
I'm going to take half damage on the first one, too.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm just looking at the token. I can move and then attack, right?
Yep. But if you move away from the thug, you might get an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna attack that one. First, I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And then I'm shooting him twice.
All right. That hits.
So that'd be an extra 5.
That's going to kill him.
I was thinking I was too late.
And then a natural 20 someone else.
Yeah, I'll let you put that on the spy if you want. The other guy.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one.
All right. Maraba.
Swing at this guy.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
21 points.
Okay, he yet lives.
Then I get to back away for free. I'm going down.
Brannick.
Well, come right down in here. This old boy's gonna get the shillelagh.
Yeah, that hits for 7. Yeah, it lives.
And I guess I'll smack it with my staff. Oh, I wanted to hit him with it, not.
Say, holy text, Batman.
Holy. Hold on a second. I should have. I'll do my scimitar instead. There's normal. Only for
Yeah.
3, but.
Well, that kills him. He didn't have any hit points
Yay!
left.
Yeah, it's not rolling the bludgeoning on the staff. It wants to do the whole shebang. I'll figure that out later.
All right. Well, the spy next to you then, he can't do his sneak attack anymore because those guys are dead, but he will attack you, Brannick, twice with his short sword.
Miss and hit.
Acolyte's dead. Quentin.
What's left? Spy?
Yeah, this guy down here.
I'm sorry. The one with the red circle down at the by the table, right?
Yes. Yep.
Are they injured yet?
That one, he doesn't look bloodied yet. No.
But he's taking damage.
He has taken some damage. Yep.
All right. Hold on. Do it in a second.
Yes, I think that's 4 missiles. You get to hit that like 4 times.
I thought it's only 2. Second level magic missile. I thought was.
Yeah, but isn't a first level magic missile 3 missiles? And then a
First
second
is
one
3.
is 4? Yep.
Yeah. First is 3, the extra one's 4.
So 2, 4. You get to hit it 2 more times then. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That kills that guy.
I'm not all talk.
All right. So yeah, that's all the combatants. Yeah, I know.
What the?
Are these doors or windows or something? What are these?
Yep, that's a door there. So in this room, there's like a large table with a couple of odd-looking meals on the table. It appears to be just like animal bones, and they were sucking the marrow out of the bones. There is
same as what we heard in Castle.
Yep.
Yep. There is a note on the table there, and if you inspect it, this is what it says.
Aha! That's probably where they put the bomb.
And otherwise, it looks like a kitchen area, and there's another door over here.
I'm gonna guess bombs plural. It's probably 4 different ships.
Right. That's what. Well, because we know the Bella Orcus is the ambassador's ship.
And
Well,
can we search these guys?
I'm angry after not getting to be involved in the fight. I'm coming over here and opening this door.
All right, yeah, Algrim, you. I mean, if you search them, they have their basic weapons and equipment. If you really want to know, it's like a mace, a short sword, a scimitar, I think was on it. Maximus is opening that door.
Yep.
All right, so what you are expecting to be a pantry turns out to be a small side chamber off the kitchen. A glowing arcane circle is carved onto the floor where the wardrobe is resting along the wall, partially on top of that. Next to the wardrobe is a small table with a glass jar filled with peppermint sticks. At the south end of the room, there's a table with broken pieces of metal and small lengths of chain, cheap chain atop it. A small arcane forge stands against the wall next to it, complete with tools for handling hot metal. Next to the forge, there are 2 iron-bound wooden chests, similar to a footlocker.
I will also call Mordai over.
Okay.
More magic bullshit. I come
Yeah.
over to there.
While they're there, I want to listen at that door.
Yeah, I'm going to make an Arcana check, and I'm going to ask him if he knows what stuff is off the top of his head.
So yeah, Mordai says that the circle looks like a portal circle, probably attached to that wardrobe, kind of like a teleportation portal that will lead somewhere. The pieces. This looks like an arcane forge meant for breaking magic items, and he points to all the little pieces of metal on there, which he says these look like the identification tags from those citizens in existence. And then he explains to you that the people in existence, Nethril makes them wear like dog tags that just have numbers on them, and they're used as a tracking device, and they're also used for their yearly lottery.
What is this place?
Existence is the city that's next to the bone waste that bent the knee to the Lich Nethril, and they...
I got. Okay. So they sacrifice someone based upon the lottery?
Yes.
Very similar to Dragon Slayer?
Yep.
No, I didn't hear anything through the door.
Yeah, you don't
I
hear
wanna
anything. Yep.
I want to go ahead and open this door. Since I have the mad halfling with me.
Looks like a sleeping chamber.
Ugh.
Is there anything in this other room while they're doing that they didn't break down in the arcane forge?
It looks like the only thing that they were breaking down was those dog tags.
Are there any that were not broken down?
No, they're all broken.
I really don't want to take a random teleporting wardrobe. Hey, Caleb.
Yes.
Question for you.
Okay.
A golem is considered a creature, not an object, right?
I think it's, what is it? Let me look at
It's
it.
a construct, but a construct is a
Yeah.
type of creature
Yes.
rather than an actual object, correct?
Yeah, correct.
This is out of character because my character wouldn't be smart enough to figure this out. But I wonder if these people are actually from existence. Is
How
there any
many
way
dog
to?
tags were there that were broken down?
I was gonna
It
ask
looks like the remnants of about 6 of them.
Two guards, 3 here, then the one other person that we killed earlier. Math works.
Like I said, my character's too. He's not smart enough to figure that out. So y'all would have to figure it out.
All right. So what do you do from here? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look to our wizard friend.
I
See
have
if he's
no
pondering
good.
some ideas.
Yeah. So here's what we got: teleportation circle here that leads somewhere. We have an apparatus of Qualish. Someone or 2 people. Can I make an Arcana check to know if you can operate the apparatus of Qualish with one person, or if you need 2 people?
You can do it with one person if you're not gonna manipulate the claws. The claw.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
assuming we'll need the claws to take and disarm bomb.
Yeah.
So
Remember his damage too, though, because I put 4 arrows into
as
it.
long as it's working, and it should be fine. If you've broken it, it would not be working. Constant. So we have this. We have the apparatus of Qualish, and we have a golem heading to blow up the keep. That's probably made with. Mordai, do you know any way to disable the explosive nature of the material for the clay golem?
Well, you will have to remove the contingency scroll and the lightning bolt scroll inside of it. Which I was instructed to put that in his chest cavity.
Yeah. Or we could, how big an explosion would he make?
It would blow up the palace.
Right, but I'm saying, let's say we just gave him a short jolt outside of the palace. How big an area would he blow up?
Well, let me look at the map. Probably about at least 500 to 600 square feet.
So a large area. If we could get him into an open square, we might be able to save a bunch of people if we can't get the contingency scroll. Is that roughly the shape of it?
Yeah.
Right. I don't suppose you happen to know where this teleportation circle goes.
I have never been in this room. No.
Yep. Right.
Well,
Best-
we know they teleported the stuff out of the mine to somewhere.
So
Yeah.
this might
I would-
be
I
to
would
the
say
mine?
we need to worry about the ships later and
Fine.
use your magical item and maybe.
Well, we can do
Yeah.
both, right? So
Well, they've already set off the bomb, so something's already exploded. So that may be the ships. It may be the golem as secondary.
well, but if the contingency plan was to have all of the populace into the keep and the golem was heading for the keep, that seems like the most likely plan is where the golem's heading now. Also, it's 12:45, so we're running out of time. So,
Did you want to go back outside into the city and see if you can see fires and flames or anything?
Yeah, I would say that would be good, so we at least know where to go.
yeah, we can. So, my general theory of a plan, boss, is me and someone else go operate the apparatus to go try and... So the keep's already gone.
Fort Rune Sword is there's big fire coming from that area.
So, with that destroyed, the contingency plan would be put everyone in the palace.
Which would now be where the golem is headed. Yeah.
Well, if the golem was headed for the fort, the golem might already have exploded. Was there only the one golem, Mordai?
The golem was going to the palace.
Oh, the golem was going to the palace, right? So that's what we need to stop. How big is the area by the fort? Like if they blew up the golem. Oof.
That's a big explosion.
Yeah, it was a big boom. Yeah, I mean, it shook the foundations of the house you were in.
Yeah. All right. So my best plan is for me teleport most of you in the general vicinity of the palace, try and stop the golem by either removing the contingency scroll or trying to lure it into the now rubble of the fort and exploding it there. Although that will probably not end well for you. While I take the apparatus and go try and save the ships with someone else. Unless,
What is? I guess my thought is, what does saving the ships do for us at this point? Other than saving some ships, I don't know if I necessarily care if the ships blow up at this point. I think I'd rather have the manpower to try to get the golem and work that out, right?
Well, we have the guards. Guards. What are the ships? Integrity, Ark Royal, and Regina Avery or Avery.
What are they?
Are they?
That's the 4 ships you see in the harbor. The Bella Orcus is the Brecconary ship.
Yeah, we knew the Brecon. I don't know what the other 3 are.
The first
are those,
and the third one are merchant ships, but the second one is part of the Trillion Navy.
So,
Be honest with you, the only ship that we would probably need to save would be the
Well,
the one from the other country, because if it blows up and kills people, then that may start a war.
yeah, but we also don't want to leave other sailors to die, as well as hinder our merchants and navy. So that's my best plan. But boss, it's up to you. And I don't have a good answer of stopping a golem. My magic's not going to be particular.
But would you be able to teleport it outside the city somewhere and then blow it up? Or?
No, unfortunately, it has to be willing.
So I'm inclined to send 2 people out in the boat, disable the bomb on that ship, and then we meet up here, and then we move as a party up to the palace. That would.
I don't know that we have that kind of time. I think I need to teleport whoever's going. And the problem is, if Kraken Wakes is in on this, they're relatively near the royal palace, and you only have these 2 guards to, vouch, as well as, we sort of need to get the prisoners upstairs somewhere. I don't know if we can rally all of Redstone and possibly Ravenfeather. But Kraken Wakes will almost certainly try and stand in the way.
I think that's all the more reason to not split the party.
I'll go ahead and tell you there'd be no way you could talk my character into get into something that would go underwater. He already hates being in cities. He would never get anything like that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Can we ask the guy who built the golem, is there any way to get the scroll out? What would be the best way to go about it? It says he's the one who built it.
You're going to have to damage it. Basically, out of game, he's explaining out of game terms. You're going to have to bloody it and then reach into its chest cavity and see if you can pull those scrolls out.
It will go berserk by that point. So you're going to have to be very careful, and someone's going to have to keep it focused on them.
That's fine. I'm going to nominate we all teleport as a party in front of the royal palace, everybody, and we worry about the ships later.
Okay, so let us bring the guards up.
Send the guards out to warn people.
Yeah, well, we also need them to worry about the prisoners upstairs.
I think we just leave them tied up and we send the guards to at least warn this ship to start that they need to abandon ship. There's
Okay.
bombs attached, right?
Yeah,
And then-
send
and then we
send
move
them
as a
with the
party,
note. Send them with the parchment. Also, they are not dressed as guards, just FYI.
I have to AFK real quick to open the door.
Well, I was going to say, we're getting to the end of our time here, so I was just going to let you kind of make your plans, and then we'll probably pick up whatever your plans will be next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to take Mordai with us. 5 of us, Mordai, and 2 guards. That's 8 of us. I can take 9 people.
I thought we were sending the guards to do
Yeah.
the boats.
Well, yeah.
I think we send the guards over here.
So, just FYI, there's still a chance of mishap on the teleport.
That's fine.
Saying.
It's gonna be what it is.
All right, so what I'm hearing is you're sending the guards over to the Bella Orcus to warn them, and then the rest of you are going to attempt to teleport to the Royal Palace?
Yeah, to the front of the royal palace. So
Okay.
we're ahead of it.
Okay.
And we're gonna send the guards with the parchment with the name.
Okay. Yep, so the guards take it and they run off in their, they grab makeshift
Skivvies.
weapons out of that cellar, and they run off down the street to go warn the Bella Orcus. And why don't you make your roll to see if you screw up this teleport.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you made it?
Wow.
All right, so the palace is very familiar, right? The mishap chance is very low. So off target, we'd be not terribly, right? Because
Yeah, I'm gonna say you kind of land on the ramparts above, like the curtain wall above like the courtyard, and I'll actually show you. I'll represent that on the map, and then that's where we'll end it for the night.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Whoa.
yeah, this is bad.
Oh, right. There's going to be a lot of people.
Right,
That's
everyone's
intentional.
coming here.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah, and now all of these people can be infected by lycanthropy too.
Or be undead. Fucking
Kill them all.
There's a guy on the stairs to the
With 2 guards already
Yeah.
here.
and a large top hat.
Hat.
Oh,
That guy's
no.
wearing a hat.
Oh, no.
Kael'thas is in there. Look.
I would like to point out that the underground lair was merely a back.
Underground layer.
I remember you.
Yeah, so
From the mountains.
I don't know how to make the circly thing.
You just hold down the left. Yeah.
Yep, I've already called him out.
Yeah, so is that the top hat that we're looking for? Dun dun dun.
That's my thought. I don't know. But
Luckily, we brought Mordai, who knows what he morphed into, right?
Yeah. Hey, Mordai, is that him?
Yeah, what I was trying to cleverly disguise guys with cats and guards, but yes, Mordai points out that's
There
him.
he is.
And that is where we will end it for the night. So,
That's okay. TPK can come next time.
all right, guys. Well, hope you had fun tonight. It was a little slow at the beginning because you completely went the wrong direction from what I thought you were going to do.
What did you think we were gonna do?
Well, I didn't expect you to be underground when Fort Runesword blew up, to be honest. So. But that's okay. That's why I wrote a bunch of contingencies, and we're here. That's where we're at. So hopefully you had some fun, and yeah, we're setting it up for next time. So
I think we're probably going to start with a little faster action next session, too. Just a hunch.
yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll
All right.
see
Well,
y'all
thanks
next
everyone
time.
for watching.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
gonna go ahead and
That was
close the
extremely
stream.
fun. Thank you.
See you in 2 weeks for the continuation
Catch-
of Dawn
Yeah,
of
off to
Chaos.
bed